Yeah,
rather on a
DMR,
Dominado E-Motorsports.
DMR, Damien Wolf Facebook page, Twitch, YouTube, and Trovo. We're
Copy
going
that.
everywhere,
So
my
it's
guys.
gonna be on the yeah. So it's gonna be on Dominado E-Motorsports Rally, right?
Yep,
So I'm just gonna send the link to copy.
thank you.
Gonna send the link to my friends as well, so they can critic on what I can do better,
All right.
since they used to compete in speech competitions as well. So I've been out of the loop while they're still competing. So
Nice, nice.
it'd be nice to get some
All right,
tips.
here we go. All right, now we are live.
Right,
So,
right, right.
good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Dominado Motorsports Rally. I'm your man, Keanu Dominado, and I am joined by two casters here with me, Damien Wolf and Chin Cardenas. Good evening to you, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Good evening, Sir Keanu. Glad
All
to
right.
be here. Finally being able to shoutcast for the first time, and just excited for the event.
Actually, guys. I am glad you actually took this opportunity to actually join us in the commentary box for sim racing. I hope you don't mind me asking what guys got you into it.
Ching, looks like you got a story to
For
tell.
me, it was just
Go.
yeah, very much. For me, in the earlier stages, or at least in the early events, I was purely focused on driving. I think I developed this fascination with rally despite being into road racing. I saw how fearless these rally drivers were, and it made me want to try it. So I got into Dirt Rally 2 and joined the events. But then I realized that it would be also just as entertaining, not only being able to handle the car, at least in the simulations, but also commentate it from a commentator's perspective. So in a way, not only are you able to educate yourself from the way you're navigating the stages, on the way you're improving your skill as a driver, at least on the sims, but also help educate people, interested people in the sport, on how the car acts or the certain qualities of certain cars that give them an advantage or a disadvantage on this certain stage, and even give the people, the viewers, interesting information about how the drivers navigate through these stages and how they use the car to their fullest potential. So it was just a really interesting experience, and I'm just very happy to be part of it now.
Cool.
So how about you, Damon?
All my viewers know that I've been into racing for quite a while now, being part of GT Academy, being top 20, world record for initial D, and dabbling now into dirt and the AC. Yeah. So, uh, yep. Since we racing is a passion, and of course with the pandemic around, we were not able to. We I guess sim racing was there to kind of help us since we couldn't go real life into real life racing. So this is great. I mean, it's so cool to be having to shoutcast events now with Dirt Rally and ACC, and I got you fine gentlemen with me. I'm gonna be the I know Ching is saying that he's also a rookie, but he's a learned dude. He's a knowledge dude. He knows a lot about this stuff. So I'll probably be asking a lot of questions, but I do know a thing or two. So let me let me have fun with
I
you
think I
guys
can say the
while
same
we're
to you as well, Damon. I mean, if anything, you're the one who's holding records here. I'm just a journeyman at the moment. I think you'll be able to give just as important information regarding the cars and the way they're gonna behave in the stage.
we'll,
Speaking
we'll
of which, we're gonna
see.
be going on New Zealand right now, and New Zealand presents a very unique challenge because there are parts in New Zealand, at least from my experience, where it's a very high speed section where you can
Mm,
feel very comfortable being able to push the car at least at like 8 tenths, 9 tenths. But on the later parts of that certain stages, it gets very technical. It gets very similar to when you mentioned on your initial D record. It feels like that. It almost feels like the more narrow toe gauge that you've might have navigated before, and on those parts of the course, you really got to be careful on where you're placing the car because a tree branch could literally put you off course, and
got
it has
that. Got
happened to
that.
me
Yeah.
many times already. I remember Sir Keanu and Sir Moy when they visited the store that I was near in, so they could exhibit their motion platform. There were many times where I was attacking New Zealand's stages, and I felt confident, I felt good, but in the later sections, I just missed a few centimeters or maybe a few inches off the proper line, and there I was spinning because I hit a tree branch. It's
Wow.
that, yeah, it's that punishing dirt rally in general. And if we can hear the pace notes, you could see some of the directions having a explicit instruction where it's mentioning for you to not cut a corner or go wide because there are certain obstacles that would literally wreck your car if you go for a much riskier line towards that
And
corner.
we don't want that. True. I
Yeah,
do
yeah.
need to. I do need to ask, since Keanu, you're here, and of course Ching. There's two cars now. We have Russ and Lawrence Bernardo. I see
Hmm.
them on the menu.
Yep.
Hmm.
Russ is going for the Legacy RS, while Lawrence Bernardo is going for the Ford Escort RS Cosworth. Do you think that the choice in the cars? I mean, it's really obvious that these cars are as different
Hmm.
as day and night. These, there's from Japan and from America, but they're both classified in Group A. Would there be any points on the track where the Escort would have an advantage, or the Subaru would be having an upper hand at certain points? What do you guys think?
Well, for me, if you were to ask
I
me,
think this would be better off Mr. Khan
yeah, actually, for me, if you want to ask
as
my complete opinion, for Ford
Mhm.
Escort, you can actually get more gear travel because this has 7
Starts
speed,
one right, very
whereas the
long,
Legacy only has
opens 30,
6.
one left tightens.
And with the
Good
tight
luck.
corners,
I see, I see.
the Subi has a little advantage.
Okay. Well, looks like
All right,
here we go.
here we go. So we're gonna be
All right.
at this. So waiting for the
5,
countdown.
4,
So allow me to
3,
take one helm
2,
for one special
1.
stage, gentlemen.
go.
All right, here we go.
Copy that.
So John Lawrence Bernardo starts the first special stage for tonight's rally. So as you can see right here on the chase camera, taking the third corner, fairly relative approach when it comes to the throttle. Into the S corners, really nabs it on the outside. All right, down into the hairpin right, really sticking it in that apex there, ladies and gentlemen. And meanwhile, for Russell Reyes on the Subaru Legacy RS, it's
Or
actually
do you
one.
think goes for what you do? Since he's always, or rather, most people are going for the Impreza, but
Yep.
he went for the Legacy instead.
But for the Legacy, just to just try a different approach, knowing Russell Reyes, his actually favorite car in the Group A race is actually the, what do you call this? The Lancia Integrale, the Delta Integrale rather.
If I may interject, from my
Sure.
experience, the Integrale is quite fast and straight, but what I've mentioned, or rather, what I've experienced with it is that if I don't tune it well, it does have a bit of understeer, at least in corner entry. I found myself throwing at the wheel a bit more, maybe it was just my driving style, but I've always preferred the Subarus actually, because they just felt a bit more comfortable when I was sliding it around or trying to initiate some sort of slide or drift into a corner. For me, the Integrale is very fast, and I think in the right hands, especially in Sir Russell's hands, it would be blisteringly quick. But for me, for some reason, I couldn't get it right. I couldn't get the proper flow in that Integrale. But we'll see on how they handle these cars around the track. I think it's quite an interesting experience seeing two drivers, two veterans at that, get cars that not many people are driving actually. I usually see the Evo, the Impreza, and the Integrale always being picked from videos or even the events I was participating in during the past. But these are cars that are quite unique and haven't been picked as always, so it's going to present us a very unique perspective on how the car behaves, and I'm hopefully going to be learning along the way and seeing, or rather, on seeing on how these cars behave and how I can apply it to my own when I'm finally in the driver's seat testing these cars out on a rally stage maybe in the later future.
All right, guys, just
Anyways,
a little news
back
flash.
to Fernando.
Just a little news flash. Sorry about that. We're gonna stop the race after this special stage. We're gonna reset some settings on the encoders. Apparently,
Okay,
I forgot to turn down some settings. Yep,
I see. All right, so Russ is gonna have another run then.
yep, they will.
Got it. But no changes in the cars and whatever.
Yep, no changes. Just minimal tunes. Yep, there we go. The stream died. Sorry about that.
Got it. No problem. So, I guess we have some time to kill while he finishes the run. So I do want to ask, guys, what is your favorite map in Dirt Rally? Oh, looks like we're gonna start it off,
For me?
I guess.
I felt comfort in New Zealand actually because it was the first stage I've ever
Really?
drove on. By the way,
What?
Sir Cano,
Comforting for you?
okay lang
Really?
naman if
Comforting, huh? Wow.
because it was the first stage that I drove. If not that, it would be New England
Okay.
because that was the one where I would always do my time attack on. By the way, it wasn't rude naman Sir Cano, no, when I was interjecting.
Hindi naman. It should be fine. Actually, it's actually good you did kasi, what do you call this? I was actually handling some stuff in the background, but it's okay.
I see. Okay.
But also, just one little tip also, Ching.
Yes, sir.
The explanation is too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
it's
my
a
bad,
little
my
too
bad, my
long.
bad.
Yeah, so we gotta keep it
Copy.
to the matter at hand. So for this special stage, I won't be speaking. I will be leaving the dynamic to both of you. Okay?
Cool.
Starts
Okay.
40.
So
Okay.
it's
6 left.
still the
Into
same
3 right long.
map
Opens
and everything.
30.
All right.
Good luck.
Same area, different stage, but a little bit faster than before.
Mhm.
Right.
Okay, so looks like we're gonna go underway. This
4,
is gonna be the
3,
real run
2,
due to
1.
some technical difficulties earlier. Ching, so you said you've drove this part already. Was there any?
Yes,
Do you have any insights as to how Russ you think would take some of the corners, the harder corners here?
I think when it comes to Russ and Sir Law, I think I'm more than confident that they're able to handle this stage very well. You know, we're talking about two veterans who have spent countless hours navigating these stages. And for me, I've always found a hard time navigating, or rather placing a proper line on the more technical sections. But here, I think they can do it perfectly well.
Yeah, looks like
How about
Russ
you, Dave?
is cornering. Yeah, Russ is cornering pretty well here, and I think of course, I mean, I'm new to Dirt Rally. I've only been driving in Mount Pass, so seeing the other maps being driven by somebody else is pretty good. Looks like Russ knows the map quite well. I don't see a lot of wide turns here. Looks like he is clipping the apexes, and even with the different views that we're having on the camera, we said that he pretty much navigates it pretty well and knows when to speed up. How for New Zealand, how important is throttle control? What do you think, Ching? Since you've
It's
driven
very
this map.
important on the later stages. I think it's very important on the later stages or in the more technical parts of it. And from my experience, there were moments where I was going wide because I was a bit early, or rather too hot with the throttle.
Ooh,
What happened?
hang on.
Oh, alright.
We got disconnected, guys.
People got disconnected.
We
Okay.
got disconnected. Okay. It's okay.
What do you think, Sir Kano? Was I able to chop the fat a bit from
Yep. That's
from
good.
the explanations? Okay.
Better.
Mhm.
Better.
Okay.
Oops. I am so sorry about that.
Good. It's really comforting then that Sir Damien was asking the question. So, yeah, I think we could sense a good dynamic where we were paying back and forth.
That's how it is,
Different
Ching.
insights. Yeah,
You see, I'm actually a shoutcaster, but for different games. Which is funny because
I see, I
one
see.
of my passions is racing. So there's a reason why you have me like a co-host, right? So you can bounce ideas, and then we can talk
Yes,
about
yes, pretty much.
different things, right?
Hey, who's
So
going in?
we got Lil
Little
Chef.
Hey, buddy.
Might be one of the racers too. Did we get? Are they still racing, Keanu, or we're the
they
ones who got
are
disconnected?
running actually
Disconnected.
without a spectator.
They're still running.
Yeah,
Okay.
they are running without a spectator right
Oh,
now.
I see, I
So
see.
But that's okay. I mean, we can probably see Lawrence Bernardo's run then. I mean, I'm not sure if we can still connect to Russ's.
we can't actually. It's
it's
one sad
Silverstone.
thing about spectator view for Dirt Rally. Once you get disconnected, that's it. So you
No.
really have to
Yeah.
reconnect every time.
Well, not a problem. We
It's
can
not a problem.
we can talk. We can talk about since I'm like
pretty
again
much.
I'm the dirt rookie here, so I'm every info you've told me, Ching, earlier, and of course Ken, of course, are new things to me. Even though I've been into, I've had a bit of racing experience already, but um,
Mhm.
rally is probably I told Keanu this earlier, that rally's probably the closest to toge, which is I guess my favorite discipline. And
Mhm.
it's just gonna be so fun to have both gravel and dirt in certain areas, and that's where I think I'll
Yeah.
probably lose control. You've had that I'm sure you guys been playing this a while, and you've had that
Actually,
experience.
speaking of which, Damien,
Mm.
if you're interested, me and my brother, we actually run an initial D-themed server in Assetto Corsa. And maybe
Mm.
after the stream, I could send you a link. I could send you the link of. Or by the way, do you play AC? Do you play Assetto Corsa by any
Yeah,
chance?
yeah, I do. Right.
Okay, good, perfect. We pretty much have the best mods that we could get, and we have a Google Drive where a lot of the mods that we have collected over the past few months are in there. So yeah, if you're interested, and we're currently running Subaki Line as our track, I think it's a very
Mm-hmm.
balanced track that serves as a great equalizer for more powerful cars compared to lesser powerful but much more nimble cars. And yeah, we've been pretty much just been having fun for the past few weeks on that, and we would like to have you on board. As someone
Great,
who has
great.
been playing
Yeah,
for years.
let's check that out after the stream.
Sige, 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 sige.
But going back to to Dirt Rally here.
Mhm.
This is the second version of the game. Did you guys play the first version?
Yes,
Yes.
never did for me.
What? Sorry,
DRT
was
was
it
my
never
first one.
did or what? Huh? Oh, two was your first one,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
Keanu,
yes,
you
yes,
drove
yes.
the
Yes.
first
Yes, I did.
version.
Hmm.
Big differences? I mean, well, of course,
Notable
technology.
differences, I would say.
Mhm.
Big change in physics, more car options, and more maps actually for this one. So
So it's a great upgrade. Are you guys looking forward to 3.0 then? Is there
yes.
gonna be like a rumor coming in that there's gonna be the new
Well, my
game?
only message for the next Dirt Rally game, EA Sports, please don't mess it up. Yep.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
know you're known for
please don't.
microtransactions and underhanded deals, but
Yeah,
we'll see about that.
Go
Yeah.
back to your motto, EA. EA Sports, it's just a game, right?
Challenge
So
everything. Huh?
even your wallets, man.
Oh
right.
yeah, definitely.
Okay. So guys, we're going to Rallycross now, right? I'm
Yep.
seeing a new layout here, and there's a new change to
Yep.
cars. We got the Renault Clio, and the Volkswagen Polo. They're both S1600. Can you guys explain to me what that means? Why they have the 1600 label? Is there?
These are running 1600 cc cars,
Mhm.
and there are front wheel drive,
Mhm.
and they're all
Yep.
hatchbacks.
Cool. All right. Well, in your personal experience, playing these two, again, I'm going to ask if there are any advantages you think that one car has over the other, or perhaps a specific section where one can be better.
For these cars, they would
These are
actually
actually, at least
separate
this
on
category.
weight of the car
Ooh. Okay.
and response time on the throttle.
Awesome.
But they're actually quite competitive from my experience.
Oh yes, yes they are.
Also, what I've also seen in the handling of these vehicles is that there's a video that I saw about front wheel drive cars when they're well tuned, they would actually oversteer liftoff.
Okay. Well, we're underway.
All right, now the view of Russell Reyes coming into the first corner.
Lead on a hairpin, and he leads the corner perfectly and comfortably, while Sir Law is on his differential, just on a relentless pursuit, trying to get that first place.
Was there any reason for the startup advantage here? Was there like a gear? Because Russ just shot to the first, to the first position. Was there any difference, or was this all by skill?
I would say it's by response time, how they managed to launch from the starting line.
Mm-hmm.
So some would actually start on the first gear launch, some would start on a second gear launch, and some just choose to take a wider line coming in the exit. Coming in the entry.
Looks like
rather.
it.
Yeah.
Right. And now there's a fair distance now between Lawrence and Russ. Russ was starting at the very start of the race, and now Lawrence is leading.
Yep.
Was this a giveaway? Was there like
there's this actually equalizer on the game known as the Joker lap. So
Okay.
each driver has to take one lap on an odd track. So basically that is on the rightmost portion of this track. Like they're all turning left here now. So what Russell did, you see the line over there where there's a monster
Yeah, we do see it. Uh-huh.
Yep. So that's where Russell
I know
passed
Russell
earlier.
seems to be going wide in that corner. What happened to Russell? Oh, there we go.
He goes
nearer
wide
to-
here so he
to
can attack on the
Bernardo.
inside.
Side.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a consecutive
On the
turn.
chicane. Russell switches it back to the inside, but Bernardo is still leading with a bit of a margin, but Russell is closing in quite a bit. I think
That's-
Russell will get a better line in this corner. He is ever closer to Bernardo's differential. And he goes to the outside, but Bernardo just closes the door, just leaving out no space for Russell. However, Bernardo did go for a Joker lap that allows Russell to take the lead for this moment.
Nice.
That's pretty much the function of the Joker lap, Damien, where, as you kind of said, it was pretty much a equalizer for these cars. And I think it's going to be much more chaotic when we see more drivers on the grid.
Right. So nobody can just have like a very big advantage because they have to go to the Joker lap then, right?
Yep.
Yes. pretty much.
It'll also depend on your stint throughout the entire race. Because some take it on the earlier laps just so they can get it over with, or some they actually try to build a gap between the 6 laps that they're gonna do it. So yeah, it
Okay,
really
well,
it's all down to strategy as well for the drivers.
Strategy, right. Just like with F1, you know, when you do pit stops, where you're
That's
gonna
right.
do it or when. I'm not seeing Lawrence now on the screen. It looks like Russ does have a favorable lead here, but is this again strategy, you think, or did Lawrence did quite an error in one of the turns?
He actually did the Joker on his 4th lap, so that explains the gap that Russell Reyes has built now in front of John Lawrence Bernardo.
Yeah.
Right,
Russell
and-
actually took the Joker lap quite a bit earlier. That allowed him to close the lead, since there were quite a few more laps during when he took that Joker detour. But at the same time, what I've always observed watching these Super 1600s go around the track is that for a front-wheel drive car, they do oversteer quite a bit with corners. Especially looking at Russell navigating through that chicane, and there you can see Reyes just kick the back of the vehicle just a tiny bit to get out of the corner. However, he did bump into the barriers.
There was a bump, right? I saw that too.
Still
I mean,
leading favorably, as Damien
the
said.
bumps are just taps, though. I mean, they're not really going to be
Yep.
they're not major crashes.
Yep.
Oh, I want to take the time. By the way, we do have some viewers on my page. Hi guys, it's Damien Wolf, and I'm here guesting with Keanu and Ching here. So I know you guys know I have some racing content. So here's the start of that. We're going to be shoutcasting some of the matches here for Rallycross. And what happened?
All right, so
We
the
just-
race is over.
It's over.
The race is over, and here are the results.
Yeah.
So Russell
Rallycross is very
Reyes.
quick.
Yeah. Can anyone read out the times?
Yep, we got Russ at
For Russell Reyes,
418, 328, and Ching.
for Lawrence Bernardo, 425, 962. Quite a favorable lead, actually. And I think Rallycross is one of the things where Russell Reyes can put in his road racing experience, as he does compete professionally for ACC.
Yes, he does.
I'm gonna be the one who will ask this. I'm gonna be the guy who's gonna ask this. Do you think the car has something to do with it? No. Yes.
Not necessarily. Some could actually attribute it to driving style.
I mean, we'll always say that the driver goes over the car, right? But maybe Russ is more in tune with his car, or yeah. I mean, I'll always ask that. I'll always ask that if there's gonna be like a car advantage in a certain place. So
I think it also has something to do with his driving style, because he's just a lot more tidy around the corners, observing drive around Silverstone, and I think it just gives us the impression of where his experience came from, as I said earlier, from Assetto Corsa Competizione. That
Nice.
was that's pretty much his bread and butter. at least in his e-racing career, and it's pretty much very evident out here in the way he drove around the circuit.
How many times do you guys have to go through the Joker lap?
Just once.
Only once.
Once.
Just one.
Because
Okay.
these, for one whole league for Rallycross, you will have heats. So basically, one entire championship consists of 4 heats, 1 semifinals, and 1 finals. So what we're doing right now is just a quick race, just so we can do just one lap, just one stint, or one hit, one heat.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is what we're simulating, and we're doing the same track right now, but this time it's raining
In the
heavily.
rain.
Yes.
Oh my.
So
This is gonna be cool.
It's
I
really
like-
going
I
to be
love
very
this.
interesting. Yeah.
one dream come true as well.
People
for,
call Ray the great equalizer.
Yep.
And I think, with Russell and Bernardo, rather with Sir Law, with the way they're going to be navigating this track with such different conditions, I think it's going to pose as a very entertaining race for us tonight.
Got it. You were saying, Keanu? What's that?
Yeah. Yeah, this will actually depend. Some racing lines will change. Braking points will be a little
True,
bit earlier than before. But yeah. All right. Down to you guys. When the lights go green, away you go.
Let's go. All right. Russ has the
Waiting
Volkswagen,
for that
right?
faded light
Yep.
to go out there.
Russell
Russ
with the
has the
Volkswagen, Lawrence with the Renault.
The Renault.
Yeah.
Okay, looks like they're
There's
neck and neck.
But Law seems to be having a bit more top end with that, but Russell does have the advantage. And oh, I stand corrected. Lawrence just sends
Lawrence
it down that corner on the
shut up
outside,
first.
gaining a favorable lead. I'm so excited I'm not even able to speak straight. Gaining a favorable lead over Russell Reyes. But I think with Russell Reyes' experience on circuit racing, I think we'll be able to catch up. And as we can see, the
Sideways
difference in
action
driving
there.
style between these two people, yeah. Lawrence seems to be a lot more unhinged in his driving style. More willing to be able to kind of Russell was able to take advantage of that.
Oh, we got contact.
right there.
Got some contact.
I don't know if that's more the penalty for Lawrence out there, but I think Russell will be much more incentivized to push, as that contact isn't exactly the cleanest we've seen in this race before.
True. Lawrence is taking it a little more aggressive, though. He's the first one to go sideways. It looks like he's going a lot
He was
wider.
swinging that car around the corner.
Right, so he's attacking it a little more aggressive than Russ. Is that, you think, going to make a
It's a
difference?
big contrast in the driving style.
Right, Russ is
But
looking a
Russell
little more
seems to be catching up
calmer,
quite
right?
fast. Yep. But I think this tidier driving style is contributing to faster lap times, as we can see.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Such beautiful, beautiful turn there.
And now he is on the differential of Lawrence, just trying to pursue him, trying to get that first place after that shunt. And we can see on this first corner what would happen. And I think that was a bit of a tap from Russell. And he takes the inside line, goes for first place.
We're getting multiple taps here, guys. Have you counted how many taps we've had already? It's not looking intentional, guys. It's not looking intentional because, of course, the weather has something to do with this. And they are trying to adjust. They're trying to adjust as they go into the corners, right? So,
at the same time, they're also trying to adjust from the different conditions. Oh, that was a beautiful scene right there.
True,
With them sliding into the corner like that.
beautiful,
But
beautiful
for some
turn
reason,
there.
Lawrence is taking a wider line, which allows Russell to be able to take that inside line, take that advantage, and get the place.
But we gotta give it back to Lawrence, right? Because even though he's taking these wide lines, they're still kind of together. There are times that they're still neck and neck. There's still times that he's caught up to Russ despite the. It's like it's fun. It's like it's watching somebody calm and somebody being really aggressive, going against each other. And they're still together in the track. They're not one of them is actually just, left and behind and in the dust.
Yep. I mean, Lawrence at this moment is just driving like a superstar, sliding that car in and out of corners, gripping that handbrake around the hairpin, just as I'm saying, he's doing it right now. However, I think with the way he's driving, with the way how wildly he is, I think he's sacrificing a bit of time on the corner exit by being a bit too aggressive on the way he's handling the car. And that gives Russell quite the lead, at least, or rather quite the advantage with his tighter racing style, being able to surgically just attack those corners with the proper speed and with the proper precision, as I've said, to just shoot out of those corners way faster than Lawrence, I think. judging from these angles where we are looking at. And I
Yeah,
think right now, I think I'm being proven right as Russell was just building that lead. You know,
I'm gonna ask it again. Is there gonna be a car advantage here, guys? Is there gonna be something different that the Volkswagen has? Because we see the Renault, getting unstable as he tries to get out of the corner, and it is taking a bit out of the lap time. And right now, I only see Russ actually on the screen. I'm not sure what happened to Lawrence. Yeah, looks like he is trying to catch up.
you've had a bit of experience regarding rallycross. Do you see like any differences that could merit such big differences in lap time between those two people?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I always have to ask that question, Jano. So.
It's alright, it's alright.
It's fine,
So
it's
basically,
fine.
just to summarize the differences between these cars is actually their weight and their power on the front wheels. Because as you can see, the heavier your car, the more you are prone to understeer, especially if you keep the pedal on the metal.
I see it. The Volkswagen has around 1.2 kilograms of weight here. So
That's right.
is it gonna be? Was it lighter than the Renault?
The Volkswagen is actually heavier than the Renault, if I'm not mistaken.
I see.
And one little
think that
advantage
also
that the
has to explain
Volkswagen
it, yeah.
has is that it has more
Mhm.
horsepower than the Renault. But then again, horsepower does not mean results.
Yeah, he will need that power to get through. I mean, if he's heavier,
Yeah.
right, he would need to put that down in
It
the.
compensates
It
one way
does
or another.
compensate.
Yeah, that's right.
So Russ takes that one again.
Yep. Yes,
Did we,
yes, you did.
Wow. Okay. Gonna give our hats off to Russ. But of course, Lawrence did put up a great fight. Very entertaining to watch the sideways action and the
Yep.
cornering here, as well as the love taps.
Yeah.
We'll put it out there. So, did you see yourself in any of these two drivers?
They
Chick?
were
Mhm.
honestly, I think I still have ways to go, but the way
Yeah,
I
but
see it,
do you think you
I'm
drive
gonna
more
be
like
more
Russ
closer.
or drive more like Lawrence?
I
What do you
would say so with Russ.
Wow.
In my
Okay,
case,
so you're calm.
I
You're
really
calm
do
when
want
you
to be a
drive,
bit more
right?
cautious.
Mhm.
I try to be smoother. You know, I remember a phrase about or rather from a racing driver where he mentioned that slow is smooth and smooth is fast. You know,
Yep, that's
I
true.
want to,
That's true.
I want to keep it smooth. I want to keep it controlled. I think driving like a maniac or driving like a madman can be very entertaining, but I think that requires a certain set of skills to be very effective, and I think I don't have those skills yet.
Oh, we'll live and learn. Don't worry, you'll get there, man.
Yeah,
And
pretty
you
much,
guys,
pretty much.
you have a awesome support group with you. And while we're talking about this, I'm seeing that there's a new competitor. What's the next event here?
Yep.
What's gonna happen
All
again?
right. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna spice things up a bit. So we're gonna be using the same track, but we're gonna be using a different set of race cars. So we're gonna be using the supercars this time. So these are gonna be 600 horsepower beasts of a rallycross machine. So So-
What are these cars? What are these cars? Give me
this-
a.
Pretty much.
so yeah. So how this is sorry, hold on.
Yeah. So you're not thinking
Pretty
of
much gonna be the cream of the crop at this point.
okay, because it's not gonna be the mythical um Rally B racing
Oh no
cars,
no no
right?
no not the
Group B,
notorious
no,
Group
not
B
that,
cars.
not that. Yeah,
I just wanted to because
It's-
it got me a little excited.
it's pretty much a coffin and four wheels. Yeah.
we gotta be sort of realistic, even if it's okay. We cannot bring those
But
cars.
honestly,
So-
I think Sir Keanu, we do have those cars here, right?
Yes, we
have
do.
those Group B
Yes, we
rallycross
do.
cars. Yep.
yeah, but probably we're gonna have an event with those cars. So you guys stay tuned
Yeah,
and
yeah.
to the viewers
They
watching,
are a bit
we will
sporty.
have that. We'll have those.
Yeah.
So back to the same map.
Oh,
Looks
boy,
like we're
this
gonna
is gonna
be
be a
back
different
in.
experience now.
Yeah, it's gonna be dry. It's not gonna be
I
rainy.
think we're gonna be raining. It's gonna be raining again.
Mhm.
Raining. Yeah. Yep.
So yeah,
Now
this is gonna
be
be
very
sunset.
different in their handling.
Yep, this is gonna be sunset, so the conditions are gonna be a bit colder. So track conditions, especially on the road, will be a little bit more slippery than usual.
Cool.
But since these
It's-
are all-wheel
And with the way
drive,
these cars handle, you know,
Use the Joker lap to your
they're gonna be a
advantage.
bit
You only
more.
need to take it once.
They're gonna
If
be a
you
bit
miss
more
it,
pedal to
you'll
the
get a
metal
time
in these
penalty.
cars.
oh, definitely.
I mean, I think
100%.
from TV, from games, we've seen these cars just ripping the handbrake, sending it down the hairpin.
Yeah, but
Just
this,
all wheels spinning.
but is power going to be the determining factor here in terms of driving style? Because of we got more powerful cars. Do you think that would be better than maybe having a better line, or what are you guys saying that there's going to be pedal to the metal action?
It would determine how good they are with selecting their lines, and given that it's raining, you won't be able to use your dry circuit line. That's for sure.
And
All
on
right.
we go.
Like
We're
case in
pushing
point here,
right,
Russell
right.
Reyes.
Look at that. Oops, contact.
You see that both drivers are trying to prevent or trying to avoid the contact. Though you see them actually trying to do that. It is hard actually.
You can see how much. But you can see how much more maneuverable these cars are. The way they throw it around the corner. I mean, on that first hairpin, we just saw Russell just do a bit of a scanty flick. I think. Just
Sideways
the opposite direction. To just rotate the wheel on the opposite direction this time to just drift it around the hairpin. But I think I'm a bit too late describing that, and as we're seeing right now, it's just Russell just developing this lead again. And Lawrence seems to have posted lead back again.
Right.
This is not John Lawrence Bernardo. This is a
Wow,
different
not
guy
Lawrence.
now. So,
Different
this
guy.
is-
It's MZ
okay.
This is,
Gaming.
this is Misky
Right.
Gaming
Misky Gaming.
from Malaysia.
Wow. Okay,
Yep.
so we got a
Friends from
Philippines
Malaysia.
versus Malaysia.
A little bit, in a way.
I'm not trying to rise up anything, okay, with that
It's alright.
comment.
It's alright.
It's just a cool rivalry, of course. So what turn are we in? Oh, we're in the
Russell
Joker
Steve's
lap.
turn.
Okay,
Just
I'm putting it
finish
now.
the Joker lap. Side by side entry there, actually.
Okay, I have the
Spectacle
track
to see.
layout here with me. So the first turn is gonna be up next. I see it here.
Yep. And this is the second corner. And the third corner.
I still
Seeing the way
don't
these
see.
two goes drive, I think Russell knows this course like the back of his hand, the way he's able to effortlessly just place the lines of his cars in those corners. Like, look at him, like,
Wow,
it's
look at
effortless.
that.
He's not
Look
even
at that.
selecting like a straight line. He just knows the perfect time when to steer.
And look at that
Into and out of
sideways
those
action.
Yep.
I love it.
Like that himself. And look at him sending through the corner too.
True, true.
And look
Even-
at him still going sideways.
Even the entry points, the exit
And
points.
that's
Oh,
gotta
look at
click
that!
right there.
Look at that!
Crazy angle in this drifting. Oops. That's insane.
Chain weight transfer. All right. So, the jumps are okay. What a
Jesus.
good correction there. What a good
That
correction.
is insane. Yep.
The jumps are gonna be adding a little more challenge. When you land, there's gonna be a part there where the wheels will probably dig into the ground, but will also bounce and maybe hydroplane a little bit. So, it's cool. It's great to see. Oh, was that a barrier?
Yep.
It did
Clip
clip
the
it?
tire barrier right there.
Oh, a little mistake there.
goodness.
Oh, we
Just a
overtook it a bit too much, but that was a quick recovery.
360 action there.
Nice recovery there by Russell Reyes. He needs
Yeah,
to
he-
keep it going.
He does save.
He still has the
Missing
last
a few
lead.
seconds. Gives him still a chance to be able to catch up to Russell Reyes, right, as of speaking. But still, Russell Reyes just developing that lead.
Yeah, he's putting on quite a show here. I mean, despite the 360 degree move there, all of the turns
Yeah.
seem to be. I think he did that just for us, so we can.
I believe so.
So we can see, we can actually showcase his recovery. Look at that! Yeah, Scandinavian flick. Oh, that was what he was
Look at that
trying to do
angle.
earlier. That was what he was trying to do earlier. That angle was deep, man. But
If
we
I'm not
can't.
mistaken, Keanu, right? He was doing something similar to a Scandi flick, right? During those.
I think he did.
Where he was
He did.
fading to the opposite before
Yeah, he
committing
did.
to that corner.
True.
Well, two
He did it.
techniques were used here. One was a Scandinavian flick, one was an inertial drift.
Right. Especially
I
on the
see.
chicanes, the inertia drift would be very useful.
Yeah.
Misty Gaming is not far off, but looks like the race is over, and it's a what 3 second difference Looks like it, a 2-second difference
Yeah.
between Ruz and Miski Gaming. Of course, we know that in racing, a
Yep.
second is like forever. But yeah, it's still
Yep.
pretty,
Yep.
still pretty. The difference is not that high. So Russ ended with a 359.656. Ching, what about Miski Gaming?
Mexican Gaming ended with a 4-minute, 2-second, and .012. So quite a bit of a margin there, but I think both have proven their skill in the way they navigated around the course. But Russell Reyes just clinched the win with flawless driving. Maybe not so flawless with that recovery, but still, just an amazing drive overall. Sliding that car on in and out of the corners, like his life depended on it. So it was a very interesting race, very entertaining one as well, and it just goes to show the skill of these drivers in this game.
He is on a 3-heat streak here. Looks like he's the one to beat for Rallycross. Look
though, I think it's a full grid.
Yep. So now we have a full
That's a full
grid,
grid, I
guys.
think.
So
Okay. Damn. We're
this
gonna
is
have our
gonna be
hands
very
full
nice.
of this one.
all right. So
Yep.
here we go. So guys, actually,
should we,
guys, well done for the last run. Just a few comments I have. The commentary is actually getting better and better. Just bouncing back the ideas left and right was actually the hard part to do. As you can see, that the timing is the challenge to actually bounce off one another. Am I correct, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
Yep,
at
yep, yep.
moments like when something is happening, like for example when they're taking the Joker lap, that's when you guys overlapped at a nice way, which is not a problem, which is also okay. A similar case happened as well to Formula One. So yeah, you guys are in it. You guys are into it.
Cool.
Just keep going. And remember, just keep
any tips where we could improve?
Yep. So basically, guys, right now, for this one, since we have 5 people, I want you to help me make the audience watch this without the video in their face. So imagine if they were to watch this if they were to listen to this on the radio. Can you guys?
Radio.
Yep. Can you guys explain what is happening? Like as if they can't see the screen. Like
All
for
right,
example,
all
they're
right.
driving.
I'll
They
try
can't
to.
watch what's happening, but they can listen to what we're saying. So is there a way you guys could bounce ideas off each other, explaining
I
how
think
the
we
race
can do
is
that by explaining what they were doing, going inside or outside of the corner, squeezing their cars into their competitors.
Right.
Although I think I do have to calm myself down when I'm casting, because sometimes I talk a bit too fast and I end up getting tongue-tied a bit.
A little bit. I mean, keep the emotions matching with what is happening.
Use the Joker lap to your
So
advantage.
that
You
way
only need
the
to take it
audience
once.
will
If you miss
relate
it,
with you
you
more,
get a time penalty.
and that way
Yep.
you will be it'll feel more natural in a way.
Right.
All right. But anyways, now we are seeing a full grid of supercars just
5 cars.
excited and willing to bolt off from the line onto this rainy Silverstone track. Let's see who's going to be able to take the lead on this very first race.
All right.
With a
The first turn is a right-hander, right?
A right-hander,
So I think
that's
it's
right.
pretty obvious you want to go on the left
Yep,
side to
yep.
be prepared for the turn. But
Yep.
maybe if you shoot in first, and
But
you
at
can
the
take
same time-
inside.
Yeah, but at the same time, these guys are starting off at the same level. So the one on the nearest corner can actually have an advantage. As we can see, Zero Oreos was able to take that corner quite comfortably because he was near to the line. And there's a
carnage happening right
Turn
now.
2, carnage.
Second corner.
No.
Oh no! And now the door.
Cars jumping onto each other.
Mexican
But
Gaming
looks
just
yeah,
scrapping
looks like
with those other
Russ is
competitors.
able to get away, and he's
Yep,
now
yep.
moving on to. I think we're now into turn 5, and he's been able to get the lead with Red Link Joker, Miski Game on third with Zero Aureus and Parzival at the last of the pack. Now we won't be able to see. Looks like there are a couple
I
of
think
people
someone took a Joker down there.
Yeah, two or
Yep,
three of
that's
them. I think.
Miski Gaming right there. Just took the Joker, and now that's the end of lap 1. Now we're welcoming lap 2 with Miski Gaming on P4.
And just so you know, guys, we got 6 laps here, and we already had some carnage at the start of the first lap. We won't see a lot of those now because some of the cars have already moved away from each other. Oh, we got a contact here. Tired,
He
so
was still
tired.
able to go in there and recover, but that was a fair bit of damage out there. But I
Okay,
think
but
the field is bunching up quite well in these set of corners now. After that carnage, I thought we would be seeing a Formula 1 scenario where the field was all spread out with, a couple of seconds separating them. And oh, that was a bit of a shunt down there for Redlink's Joker.
yeah, we're now with our
However,
third,
Mystic
third
Gaming
lap.
hot on his heels, and oh, there's contact down there. I
Contact
think that's
between,
a bit too aggressive, not too clean down there for Mystic Gaming.
It's gonna be hard because
However,
oh,
my goodness.
ouch! We're in the third turn, so it's a little. Now we have a straightaway with the jump. We're going to the fifth turn right now. Zero is a little bit out of the track here.
Your Oreo's going wide after that big jump. Went to the hairpin right.
He's taking a little more caution now.
Gaming is a comfortable lead for first and second place. And so is Oreos. But we have yet to see what is happening for Redling and Parzival down there.
Looks like they're having their own little dogfight there, so there's gonna be some
going
slot
side to side
changes.
down there onto the first corner. However, Zero Oreos was able to take that lead. However, he was able to switch it up. And Zero Oreos is now leading.
You see the differences between their driving, like we were watching Russ earlier. Looks like Zero Aureus and I saw also Red Link Joker, they have a little later turn in on these corners, which is allowing them to be a little more stable, but then a little more slower as well. So I think this is an advantage for Russ since he's been doing this earlier.
Red Link Joker seems to be catching up to Zero Oreos as of this moment right now. And did he take the Joker?
Yes, he did.
I think
just
yes,
now.
he did, right.
He did. Yep.
Oh,
We're now in the fourth.
he goes wide.
Oh!
Okay, but he's
That was
recovered.
hurt.
He's
That was
recovered.
the driver's
He's
side
recovered.
too.
Yeah.
Alright, so now these cars are all fully accomplished on their Joker lap. It's
True.
now all about the drivers and how they can kind of their way out and how they can try to dash it. Oh, that was big contact on the back. Who was this? Russell just got punted by Misky Gaming down there, but he was able to recover the
Parzival
lead.
is
And Misky
blue
Gaming
flag
just
now.
spun out.
Oh. So what does the blue flag mean?
Well,
Keanu?
there's no really blue flag in Rallycross. More like lapping the back marker. So he just passed Parzival just now.
Oh, was that Parzival? Was that
Yep,
Parzival?
that was Parzival.
I,
Yeah.
I thought that was Misky Gaming.
Well, we're at the last lap, guys. We're at the last lap, and we already have Russ. Oh,
Russell Reyes just going for a reverse entry.
Overdid
with that
it.
hairpin.
Oh, wow.
Overdid
Got a
it.
bit white though. Got a bit
I
white.
think he's now doing this more intentional. Just to show us off, right? He's gonna take the win here. Oh, look at that!
Nicely done there. Nice
Nicely
finish by
done.
Russell Reyes.
Misky Gaming going on second, Zero Oreos. Just close to Misky Gaming a bit. And I think as he finishes the last set of corners, as he finishes third, securing the podium for Zero Oreos.
What happens if you don't take the Joker lap in any of the laps?
That's going to be a 20-second penalty on top of your
Damn!
heat time.
Wow.
I mean, the only
20
difference
seconds.
when you do the Joker is just 2 to 3 seconds, but having the 20 seconds is just too painful.
Agreed.
Yep.
And this is what I
It's
meant
pretty much
earlier.
guaranteed that he will be down there. And oh, is this Zero Oreos and Parzival?
Yeah,
Fighting for the lead?
that's Parzival completing
I
his
think Zero
lap.
Oreos might have a puncture. He's a bit slow in the corners down there.
Oh, no, they're just doing their cool-off lap because they're already done.
Alright.
Yeah.
Oh, going wide a little bit. Contact
Oh,
on the
wow.
driver's side, and there it is. All right,
Alright.
we got
Alright.
times, guys.
Russell.
Yeah, so we got Russ and Misky Gaming at first and second place. We got Red Link Joker at third. Ching.
For Zero Oreos, we have a fourth on a 4 minute and 22 seconds, while Parzival on fifth at 5 minutes and 19 seconds with a 20-second penalty. I wonder where that's from.
Was that from the Joker, or do you think the a penalty for contact?
That's either a Joker
Probably
penalty
penalty for
or a
contact.
jump start.
A jump start. Okay.
Yep.
So
It might
look,
be a
I
jump
mean,
start because they also, I think, if I'm not mistaken, all of the Joker icons were highlighted in the grid.
So our podium
must
would
have
be
took all
Russ,
of them.
Misky Gaming, and Red Link Joker. Man,
Joker,
Russ is
absolutely.
putting on a workshop
killing
here
it.
on how
Yep.
to do rallycross on Dirt Rally 2.0. I gotta meet this guy. Have you met him in real life, guys, or have you talked
have.
to him?
I
Not
have.
yet. Not yet. in my case. But if you're gonna be going on the transport show, Sir Connor would Russell be visiting?
That would I think the only guy who could answer that is Russell Reyes himself.
Himself.
All
If
right,
he'll
all
show
right.
up.
But yeah, I mean, we have a running joke in the group chats where Sir Keanu and I am in. And, you know, we used to call him Clutch Kick Master because during the short videos that we would take when he was racing on the rallycross circuits,
Mhm.
he would just beat on that clutch.
Oh yeah.
Well, it is a way
He would
to
just
initiate the
clutch it,
drift.
yeah, he would just clutch
So
it. Yeah.
that's pretty
And
cool.
building the revs when you're just exiting out of the corner and it's not as high as you want it to be. Well, what would be very interesting though is if Matthew Ang, one of our faster, rather, I think just as fast as Russell Reyes would be here. They have very different driving styles, but they're equally as fast. And
Okay.
there were quite a few battles where they fought side by side, and that was a very interesting race. I wish he was here to give us one hell of a show.
Well, maybe next time. We now have another
Yeah, maybe
race. I
next
think it's gonna be on
Yep.
dry on dry.
It's gonna be in
condition?
dry and on the sunset. So the sun glare is gonna be a challenge for the drivers, but
Yeah.
grip now is optimal. So
Interestingly enough,
it's
Kiana, we
optimal
got
and-
4 people using the Pojo. Is this again? Oh my God, I'm gonna be the guy who's always gonna be asked if the car has some differences. Is there? Because because there's 4 people here using the Pojo, and only Misky Gaming using the Renault. Maybe it's they're just used to this, or copying Russ, or
well,
But
one
what
thing
is
I
it?
would say is that if the
Use the joker lab to your
Peugeot 208
advantage. You
is
only need to
actually
take it
driven
once.
by
If
the
you miss it,
Hansen
you
brothers
get a time penalty.
in real life. So one thing nice about it being a hatchback and all, you can point and shoot it quickly than another car
Yeah,
because they're small, they're
Yep.
light, and they're
I think
just hella
Peugeots in
powerful.
general,
Yep.
they're known for being very maneuverable. Even back then in
Yes.
the 90s, where the Peugeot, or rather, when the Peugeot 206 was debuted, it was one of the very first of its breed as a very maneuverable rally car. But back from that, just waiting for the lights to go off, waiting for how they're gonna be able to manage now an optimum grip surface on Silverstone. And as the lights go off,
shut up,
full start.
Shut up, full start. Not sure if it's a full start, but we'll see later.
Russ just taking this line cleanly, and this is absolute chaos.
This is
but
where,
not
this
in a
is
good
where,
way.
oh, there's gonna be more carnage here
That
in the
was the
second turn. This
that was the
second turn,
foresight. That was
right?
quite a bit of contact with the second turn right there.
And moving on to the
competition
third.
is close.
Oh!
What happened? All right, that was
man.
quite a bit of a quick
The
recovery.
first lap is normally the time when we see
Yeah,
a
the
lot of
first
the
lap-
chaos,
Chaotic
right?
one,
People are
always.
scrambling
Yep,
That's
yep.
right.
A lot
to
of
get in front.
contact.
All right, Russell Reyes
And
taking
side by
the
side,
Joker
Russell
on
Everett took the Joker lap.
Yep. Just to
A
get
lot
it
of
out of the way.
Okay. Russell wanted to take it.
Yep,
Okay,
yep,
so
get it out of the way, and he'll be able to catch up with these other drivers once they take the Joker lap on the later laps. And he's now attacking quite aggressively, doing a bit of a scan to flick down that chicane.
yeah, look
And a
at
bit of an
how
inversion,
early.
kind of said down
Look
that
at how
final
early
corner
he
right
does
there.
the turn-ins, guys.
And as he hit his threatening Joker on the inside line, a bit of a love tap down there, and he manages to squeeze himself in. And oh, he is like a predator hunting these other drivers like prey. Now he's moving to the
Now
inside
one by one.
of threatening Joker. Now he's hunting the 2 other drivers, Missing Gaming and Zero Oreos, just slowly but surely shaving off lap time, shaving off milliseconds down his lap time.
Yeah, we're
I know
we're
that was a
lap
bit of
3 already.
contact down
We're
there.
at lap 3 already, and then we got Russ still in third place.
Clean drift on
trying-
that first corner.
Yeah, he's trying to
And
get.
clean exit on that chicane.
He's trying his hardest to get to Misky Gaming. He's having a little bit of
Yep.
trouble catching up, but it's still the third lap. Oh, we see him already now.
I think he's catching up quite well now.
catching
Yep.
up quite well with the
Good. Oh, contact between the 2 of them. However, Russell Reyes was able to stay in his
with the
car back
pass.
up and was able to take the spot. Yeah.
And the
He's able to
pass,
take the spot
wow,
down
it's
there.
like adding insult to injury. Like you get the love tap
Yeah.
and the pass, and the
He
and
is on the
spot.
mission, but Misky Gaming was able to take the inside. However, Russell Reyes was able to exit out of the corner with quite a bit more speed with its wider line down there. Still doing that chicane perfectly as he hunts Zero Oreo's car down.
He
But
still
Zero
has
Oreo
2 more
seems to be
laps to
putting
go.
up quite a good, yeah, but Zero Oreo seems to be putting up quite a good
Yeah,
defense,
looks
keeping
like,
quite a bit of margin. However, Russell Reyes seems to be a bit faster on these corners down here.
Zero
you see him
was on
physically closer to
the
Zero.
Zero was on the tailing end of the first race that we saw, but right now he's
Russell Reyes
giving
is
Russ.
slicing the whole track down there too.
Yeah, he's
Just taking
giving
that
Russ
wide
a
line,
upgrade
doing
plan.
right, or getting the optimal line of that first corner, sliding it through the second corner and down that chicane on the third. Perfect placement. And as he cuts that corner
That's
with
the
that
corner
tire,
of the track,
I think this is a back marker right there, kind of on the front that just spun out.
Yep.
We're still at Russ
Right.
here.
Russell Reyes having a
This
working
is
a
a great, great fight.
Yeah,
Oh, looks
great
like
race,
it's gonna
great
be
race.
a pass.
And oh, he got the
Good
spot.
pass,
And
good pass.
oh, no, he went a bit wide. However,
Too
no,
wide.
to save it.
Too
But
wide.
Zero Oris is still hot on his heels. I think not so much anymore, as he's building up a lead on the rest of the pack down there with him using every inch of the track. And oh, he just scanned the clicks down there.
Yeah,
on that corner
wow.
again,
Beautiful.
doing an inertia drift.
Beautiful.
And what an
Scandinavian.
angle! What an angle from Russell Reyes down there too.
Right.
He
What a-
is just showing off at this point. Look at that
He
angle,
is
too.
he's putting on a show at this point, right?
Yep,
I mean,
yep.
we're now at the last lap, and he is
Yeah,
almost
last lap, he is just
sideways
sliding it down there.
on this dry condition track
Yep.
here, and he's
Just
almost
making
like,
sure that making sure that the optimal grip condition is
Uh-oh.
just made sure. Damien, Circano, I think when Russell Reyes starts to race, sometimes you just put on Eurobeat, let him go. The way he's driving right now,
yeah,
he needs a bit of Eurobeat.
it's not just the sideways action, and then we think it's you might think he's showboating, but the precision to get through those turns with the yeah, you see some of
I
the
think that was
people.
a cooldown lap.
Some of the people are trying to imitate it when they're going through, but looks like Russell does have the like you said earlier.
Oh, he's on the puncture. That's why it's a bit.
There he
You're
is.
having a bit
there
of a
it
hard
is.
time to control the car.
Right, you actually see on his left. Was that the left?
Yeah, left rear.
Bottom
rear.
left tire. Yeah, left rear tire.
Left rear, just no rubber at all, just the rim.
Where did
But
that
it's
come
hard
from?
for
You think?
traction.
Yeah,
Be
I've pretty
yeah.
much
caused,
heard,
caused by
clipping
one
stones.
accident. Yeah.
Probably one of the
Could
one
be
of
an
the second
accident,
turn
clipping a
accidents.
stone down there, clipping a bad curb, anything that could just damage the tire. And
He
the
is-
problem is with a punctured tire like that, especially on the rear wheels, even though these cars are all-wheel drive, it does take off a considerable amount of traction on your car. And you can see him just fighting out of those corner exits, just trying to stop with every might of his body, just trying to stop that car from spinning around. And he's
Can
just
you-
nursing that car back, or rather into the finish line, and oh, it just steps out, and there we go.
Can
Just
you
fighting him on that
DNF,
corner.
Keanu? Can you
Yes, yes, you can. There is
Right.
a finishing timer, which is the one counting down right now. If you actually make it before the timer reaches 0, you can actually finish the race.
Finish, yep.
But if you don't want to, is there like a way for you?
There is an
to do
option
that?
for you to retire, like on the pause menu. There's an option
Right.
to retire. But most drivers that participate
Wanna
in leagues
finish it,
like
right.
this, they push it
Yeah.
till the very end.
I got you.
As long as that
It's
car is
just,
still alive, can still
And
do it.
across
Right.
the line, he was able to nurse it back home. Yeah, that
Okay.
was a bit of a painful sight to see. I've had
Oh,
those
yeah.
matches before where I've had a puncture. It is not easy, my friends.
Got it. Well, Russ
Yeah, 'cause
leads the pack at 349.885. We got Zero Aureus at 353.581. Ching, what about the others?
For Red Link Joker, it's a 359. For Biscuit Gaming, they're quite close to with the
Mhm.
Red Link Joker, both lapping at the same second, just off by off by hundredths of a second. However, with Parzival, I think Parzival was the one with the puncture.
Looks like
So
it.
he had a bit of a harder time trying to navigate the car through the course with one busted tire, especially on the rear.
I mean, look,
Yeah,
it's
he's
really
spin out.
given. We want to say congratulations to Russ, but I want to give a special shout out to Zero Aureus for putting up quite a fight here.
Yep.
I mean, it
Yep,
took Russ quite a while to get
Yep.
through to him. Of course, he did eventually, but it did take a while for Russ to catch up and pass him in spectacular fashion, of course.
With the
But
first two laps,
yeah,
too.
we do got to give it to Zero Aureus. I want to shake his
For
hand
the first
virtually.
two laps, too, like, Zero was putting on the same distance. Russell wasn't able to track him down. So that was generally a very interesting race to see, and just something very entertaining to watch, especially with a full grid.
Yeah.
seeing
Is this
that chaos,
is
seeing
this
that,
what you guys go through every time, Keanu?
Uh,
Wow,
pretty
I
much.
mean,
so exciting.
Yep.
It's so
The
exciting.
yeah, I mean,
adrenaline
like, you know what?
is very real, my guy.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's so funny because I've shoutcasted for fighting games. I've shoutcasted for MOBA games.
It doesn't
So
come
the
near
back and
this.
forth, it's very it's kind of different, right? And it's funny because this is my passion, right? But I'm shoutcasting other games now that I'm trying, to get into my passion. Sometimes I get speechless. I'm like, I just want to watch it, man. I mean, the what they because we race too, right? I mean,
Yes, yes, I do.
we kind of imagine ourselves. Okay, he's going through this corner. He's probably gonna do this, and then you see him doing something very different, or see him. You try to put a notch in your own mind, right? Right? Like I'm gonna try this earlier. I'm gonna try this later, so that I'd be able to try to do what he did. And
Alright,
yeah,
this
it's
is
pretty
All
cool.
right, so looks like
a
we have a
very
polo
interesting
club
course, actually,
today.
huh?
5 polos in one grid.
It's the
Just
polo. This is not
seems like
something
they're
that they
emulating
talked about.
Russell's car choice.
Nope,
Hey,
nope.
Not
This is-
something they talked about.
This is all unplanned and impromptu, but looks like everybody wants
Yep,
the polo
yep.
for this one. All right,
Is
so
this
just
something to do with the map?
not
before we see
really.
horses instead of cars.
You need a little power for this track to enjoy it, but since we're only at 1600
we can see with the
cc's,
straights too.
yeah, the straights are actually the most exciting part for this one.
Cool.
And
At the same time, because
Yep.
they're an equal machinery, now we're able to see, who's got the best driving ability of them all.
Use the Joker lab to your
And we're gonna
advantage. You only
have
need to
proper
take it
proper
once.
racing
If you
for the
miss
same
it,
cars.
you get a time penalty.
They're pretty much gonna
so
they're
now
pretty much
we're
gonna
in
have the same distances if given the
so
the
now we're in
drivers have the same
Killarney
skill level.
International Raceway in South Africa. So
Uh-huh.
so for this run, guys, I'm gonna have you guys test how well can you adapt. So now
How
your
well?
commentary was
Alright.
limited to Silverstone, England just now. How about we take things up a notch? We're now at the high-speed rallycross track in South Africa. Take it away, guys.
All right. Five car grid
Waiting for
again.
the lights to go off. 5 cars. All
Everybody
the
using the
cars
polo.
that they are going to be able to fight that first corner and exit in first place. And oh, someone disconnected.
At the start? Oh my goodness. So now we only have 4
Yeah.
cars. Can
Only
they come
4
back
cars
in?
left now.
Yes, they can. They
I
can just
think
reconnect, but they will
Oh,
join in the
I
next
think correctly
race. Yeah.
All right. Looks like this
All right,
this
it's actually quite interesting. It is quite clean, quite clean.
it's a combination
Corner down
between gravel and dirt here, right?
Yes, yes, it
Looks,
is.
Yes, yes.
Is there like going to be a
Red Bull
tire?
seems to be left out there while the podium, the first 3 players, are having close distance racing out there. Misky Gaming. Oh, that's contact between Marginal and Misky Gaming down there as he tries
It's like
his way in.
it's like get out of the way, fool!
And that was
But Zero is leading again, right now. I mean, so Russ is the one who got disconnected, or
Yeah,
was Russ
Russell
really that
got,
part?
uh, disconnected?
Yes, sir, he was the one that got disconnected there.
Oh, I think he did that intentionally. I think he
Oh,
did that
man.
intentionally. Well, because he's gonna catch up to these dudes. Anyway, Misky Gaming trying to catch up to Red Lane Joker here. Zero Aureus is again leading the pack now with Russ not here.
He's being able to catch up to Red Link Joker quite fast down here. But can he find a spot for him? Oh, that's a bit of lag down
Some
there.
contact and some lag at the same time, something you don't want to see in any.
And that's a bit of a
anything.
tap down the rear bumper of Red Link down there. Red Link Joker, or rather Misky Gaming, taking the inner line, taking it tight down there. As he tries to find a spot on the outside for a pass, clearly passes him down the straight. And they navigate through the chicane on the main straightaway. Just to break again for the first corner. This is the first corner, right, Sir Keanu?
Yes, yes, that's right. Man,
One of the things that
line-
we need the viewers. Yeah.
the-
Yeah, one of
the-
the things we need the viewers to know, guys, since this is a combination between dirt and asphalt, it's going to be really hard for you to adjust on certain situations. And, based on experience, it's really hard to adapt, even to fix your lines, because the car will behave very differently on dirt and on asphalt.
Definitely, that's right.
Taking a good line there by Misky Gaming, going
Yep.
for a late apex on that hairpin. At the same time, too, I'd like to contribute to David's analysis of the track. With here, when you're driving in rallycross, it's almost as if you're driving with 2 separate personalities. Because gravel and asphalt are two, are two
I
very
hear ya.
different surfaces.
So we're
That's right.
seeing
You gotta
forward
be-
Jekylls and Hydes
You
here,
gotta
huh?
be adaptable. You gotta be adaptable to be able to excel. And honestly, I think
Oh!
with
Oh, what happened
Ooh.
there?
What happened?
Zero!
What happened there?
Yellow,
Go,
yellow
go,
pole. Don't take those yellow
Go,
poles
go,
with
go.
you.
You're
That
gonna
is
be
a
caught
lethal. That is a
Yep.
lethal obstacle.
Lethal
He was trying to
obstacle.
put him in the door. He was trying to put him in the door.
But that mistake cost him precious seconds and allowed Misky Gaming to be able to chase up to him. And now Misky Gaming is gaining precious tenths of seconds.
Wow, look at that
Being able to
fast
close in,
entry the
being
chicane.
able to
Man,
go
these
through
are
the
aggressive
zero.
lines coming in
Yeah.
and out of the chicane.
Look at that aggressive line,
Yep.
right?
As you can see, Misky Gaming fighting off the lift of oversteer in the first corner down there. Taking it clean while Zero Oreos giving a bit of a slip on the gravel section of the track. But Misky Gaming is ever gaining on Zero Oreos. But Zero
Yeah, we're-
Oreos is driving cleanly, trying to keep that distance.
We're seeing a lot more chicanes in this map, right? I mean, normally, guys, chicanes are put in there so that there will be like, it's like, in normal driving, it's like hops, right? It's a way for it to slow down the cars so that, there can be a little more technical maneuverability in moving in the track. But these guys are flowing through the chicanes like there's no tomorrow, and especially Zero Oreos, right? And clipping that yellow flag was
But
also.
I must say, Zero Oreos is fighting impressively to keep that distance from Misky Gaming from ever closing in between them. However, Misky Gaming is a relentless driver. He will not give up. He
Looks
will
like
try
it.
to close the distance whatever way he can. See, he's taking that tighter line, going for the late apex again, just like he did during the last corner, or the last lap. However, this is the final lap of the race. Is he
It is the
able
final
to be
lap,
able to
right.
keep the distance?
Interestingly enough, they're now ahead of the pack now. Two of them are now, both of them, Zero Oreos and Misky Gaming, have left Parzival and Red Link Joker behind.
And oh, that was a good pass from Parzival down there.
Okay, we gotta give Parzival some props, right? I mean, there were two races that he's been in the lap on the last part.
Ooh, that,
No,
that has
was a
gotta
big
hurt.
shot.
Puncture on your
Really
right
Damn.
front.
Was that terminal damage? Oh, it seems so. But he's got to nurse his car to the finish line down there.
Oh man, that is sucks. Anyway,
That
go
was
for
a
it,
good
guys.
race. That was a good race.
What a race! So
So for
what
Red
a
Link
race.
Joker, oh,
I think that
interesting.
was
For
the
Red
most
Link Joker,
interesting
he
one,
was
and
423.
and
Yep.
and Russ wasn't part of that. That was the
Yep.
most exciting one, and Russ wasn't even part of it. Or we just
But I
got
think Zero Oreos and Misky Gaming is adapting well to the circuit. I think with the way they're driving, they might be able to hold a candle to Russ when he finally reconnects. But
Okay,
anyway, for the timetable, it's Red Link Joker on the 4-minute 23 127, and we got
yeah, we
we got
finished.
taken off the timetables. Yeah.
I do need to ask, guys. I thought Zero Oreos was leading there. So what happened?
Zero Oreos is actually leading through points. So now they're actually dicing with what do you call this? Zero Oreos and one more driver. Gaming.
Misky?
Yep.
Misky Gaming?
That's right.
Okay. Oh, but that was an event. Sorry, because I thought Zero Oreos won that race.
Very, very interesting.
Yep. So if we could add one more driver, so we can have 4. So we can have 5 rather. Yep.
You want to join
Can I
in?
join?
Yeah,
Can I
Ching.
take the helm? Sure.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I gotta
Go.
I got a wheel. All right. Well, time to switch roles from a
Yeah.
caster to a driver.
Yep.
Sure,
Alright.
sure.
All right. So
What's this track
How was
called, Jano, again?
This
This
is
is
the
Africa?
Killarney International Raceway. So this is located in South Africa.
Let me just.
Yep.
Set
So
up
don't
my
worry.
wheel.
So while Ching is
So,
preparing his racing wheel, I'm just gonna do some. I'm just gonna give some of my comments.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, the observation guys, they were on point. However, you guys are missing a little bit of talking points when the race starts, and when it's halfway in,
Okay.
and when the race finishes. So basically, just a little preview. So once you hear that little distinct tune when the lights go green, someone has to mention, either one of you two should actually mention that all right, lights are green, away they go, or basically a phrase that starts off the race. So
Got it.
Yep. So basically,
Alright,
it's
alright.
for the benefit of the viewers that can't watch the stream, they will actually know that, oh, okay, the race has begun. And when they're halfway done, so they can actually see some spicy moments, especially if they're watching the fellow drivers on their view.
Uh-huh.
And especially on the last lap, or actually when the driver finishes, you gotta introduce each one who finish, or rather who crosses the line. So that's actually gonna be my role. So since I'm the one controlling the cameras, I will be putting it on the P1 person, on the P1 driver who will be crossing the line. Then we'll be mentioning them one by one.
All right.
All right. So for this next run, we'll be
What I
running.
say?
Yeah, we'll be running the 1600 cars again, but to make things a little bit more interesting, I'll be changing the conditions to sunset. So if you think it was bright during the sunny day, this is gonna be a little bit more interesting. Right?
Well, I'll be. You know what? What would be quite interesting is if I was driving, but at the same time I'm giving commentary. Would that work?
That
I mean,
would work, but
I'm more of an ordinary driver.
yeah, for my opinion, that would actually work, but it's gonna be a bit chaotic for you, Ching. I would say.
Okay, copy that.
Yeah.
True.
Copy that. I'll be focusing on driving rules then.
Yep. No worries.
All right. Let me just lift my wheel. This is quite a bit heavy.
It's okay. Take your
Okay.
time.
So
So
this is the Killarney's rallycross track.
that's right.
There you go.
So
I have
let
the
me
layout
see if Ching is online. I don't see him online though.
Not
Fixing.
yet, sir. Still lifting the wheel.
Oh, okay.
I'm in a very small room, so.
Would you mind if we start the race first while you're setting up, so you won't have to be rushing?
Sure.
All
Hey,
right.
go ahead.
So
Go ahead,
we'll
go
we'll
ahead, go
be
ahead.
we'll
I'll
be
be joining
limiting
on the
with
next one.
4 drivers. Damien Wolf.
Got it.
So we have Minsky Gaming. We have Parzival. Actually, Parzival is actually his name in real life is Stanley Goles, if I'm not mistaken.
Mhm.
For Zero Aureus, sadly I don't know who he is, or rather, if I do know you, I apologize. I think I have a new gamer tag. But
It's
yeah,
it's not intentional. All right. So I'm looking at this track here at Killarney. This is different from their full circuit, right? I mean,
yes, yes. So basically, they're only using at least 1/4 or 1/8 of the international circuit, but they're actually opening the inner parts of the track to open the dirt section to make this thing a little bit more interesting.
got it. Okay.
So,
So we have a Joker
now
lap.
seems to come
The
back
Joker
to
lap is on
back to
around the
zero.
5th corner after the chicane.
that's right.
Right. I'm looking at the layout now and just trying to get accustomed to it and seeing how it's gonna, I guess, how it's gonna go underway with the people here. I don't know where the dirt. Oh, okay. I see where the dirt places are, and the one where the Joker lap is. That's also a dirt area.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually,
Right.
when you enter the Joker area, it's in tarmac, but the exit is going to be dirt. So it would be nice on how they would
Use the
actually
Joker lap
meet
to your
on the
advantage.
same
You
grid.
only need to take it once. If you
Like
miss
so,
it,
it's like this
you'll get a
portion
time
right here.
penalty.
When you enter the Joker, it's on tarmac, but once you exit the square right, the dirt is already back.
Got it. All right. So everybody is now lined up. At least 4 people. As we wait for Ching, it's gonna be a different set of cars here. We wait for the green light, and let's see who we
I'll
have
be
on.
shoutcasting for now. Don't worry. Actually, I'm setting up
Okay,
my
you're
wheel
here.
too.
Right?
As they line up on the grid, waiting for that tune, for that light to go green, for them to finally start racing each other on this track.
Looks like we have Red Link Joker, Zero Aureus, Parzival, and Minsky Gaming. Who's your money on? I think Zero Aureus would be good here. Whoop! Here we go. We're underway.
Parzival seems to have gotten quite a good lead down there, but Red Link Joker seems to be switching it up, trying to go for a pass. However,
This is a
Zero
long
Aureus takes the
right-hander.
lead. Now
This is a
this
long
one-
right-hander going to the
Long
dirt corner.
sweeping right-hander at
Long
that.
sweeping right-hander.
Yep.
And we get into the dirt.
Minsky Gaming,
dirt
Parzival,
portion.
and Red Link Joker is on close distance.
Right.
Trying to
Here's
keep
a
up
small
with each other
chicane.
while Zero Aureus develops quite a comfortable lead in first place.
I wonder who's going to get the Joker lap here. Ooh, who's that?
It's Minsky Gaming and Parzival
Minsky
are
Gaming?
taking the Joker for the first lap.
Okay. Oh, the Joker is on. Okay, I hear you. All right, then we go back into the third section. Zero Aureus now going to first and moving on to the starting line. Oh, we're seeing some lag here. But the,
Oh dear.
guys.
that wasn't a love tap. That wasn't a love tap.
That was a lag incident, guys.
That was a lag incident. But we're now underway. We're in the second lap. There are still 3 people fighting in front here. Zero Aureus, Parzival, Miski Gaming. Moving on to the dirt area. Zero Aureus still in first. Parzival moving around in second. Trying to get into a better position to enter in this next part of the map. Oh, looks like it's gonna be a pass here from.
Good pass from the outside.
Okay, moving us back into the dirt area. Zero Aureus is still in first though. I don't see his car. Is there there he is. Okay, there he is. We are looking at Zero Aureus. So we're moving back.
Got quite a comfortable lead on there.
Right, looks like it. And Miski Gaming is gonna have his hands full, trying to catch up to Zero Aureus. I think aside from Russ, Zero Aureus has shown a lot more consistency compared to the other drivers here. Of course, they all are pretty good drivers, doing very well in this track in these different conditions. Zero Aureus already showing a comfortable lead here, going to the dirt section, going back into the tarmac, passing in. Oh, so fast!
That
Almost
was so
flipped it.
close. That was so close, guys.
Yep, super close, super close. Miski Gaming still doing its best here, trying to catch up. Going to the first corner, the 4th lap here, moving into that long right-hander, and then moving into the dirt track. I would have entered that through the outside, but maybe that's just me. The dirt track does have a little bit of a jump, but not enough to put the cars airborne. As they go back to the tarmac, here comes the chicane. The chicane area, Miski Gaming still a little far off, but he is showing some promise here. He's going a little bit wide here on this dirt turn, but looks like he is looking very comfortable here in the second position. Needs to be a little more aggressive probably on some of the chicane areas here. And I see that Zero Aureus, I don't see him actually if I'm looking at the screen. So he's already in quite a lead. Okay, here he is. We're looking at Zero Aureus now. He is approaching the chicane area, going into some dirt, the dirt patch. Let's see how different he enters this in maneuvers. There is a significant difference here. He is clipping the apexes, I guess, a lot more cleaner than Miski Gaming, or maybe that's just me. And showing why he is at the front of the pack. Ooh, super fast going into chicane. I'm not sure if everybody is actually not. I don't know if they're trying to really go through that without any turns or any counters here as possible, and just breeze through it. Parzival and Red Link Joker getting through that chicane a lot slower than Zero and Miski Gaming is. But it's looking like people are getting more accustomed to the track. We don't see a lot of bumps. We don't see a lot of love taps, and the cars are actually a lot shorter than each other right now. Ching, are you still setting up or?
Pretty much down now. Just launching the game.
Okay. Yeah.
Right, Zero Aureus across the line, followed closely by Miski Gaming.
Gaming. There we go.
All right.
Parzival being able to get through as well, and we got Red Link Joker. At least we got people not disconnected now and going through. Red Link Joker is going to be the last through the line. So it's going to be Zero Aureus, Miski Gaming, Parzival, and Red Link Joker. Cool. Zero Aureus with a 414.490. Red Link Joker with 416.111. Ching, you can still read it, or you're busy?
I'm currently in the game trying to.
No problem. Miski Gaming is at third place, 422.650. Parzival at the last place at 430.484. Now, we've seen Parzival lagging a little bit in some of the races here, but I'm liking what he did here. When we saw a little bit of his screen time. Again, there were a lot of chaotic or bump moments, but there was one significant one there. Was that between Miski Gaming and I think Zero Aureus? The one where
Red Link Joker versus Miski Gaming.
Red Link,
Yeah.
right? I think he crashed through the barrier there after being hit from behind. But man, being able to recover from situations like that in conditions like these just adds credence to the fact that these guys are like godlike reflexes, or being able to give more attention to detail on where they are already on the track and what's going on with their cars. Wow, rally really is something else. It's a
Alright,
whole
thank you
new
very much
it's a whole
for
new
the
animal, right?
invite, Keanu.
That's right. All right,
Yep.
Ching, invite sent.
Yep.
Hopefully you've gotten it.
All right.
All right.
Oh,
Happy to be in there. All right, let's go.
All right,
Yeah.
let's do this.
Let's go.
so now it's gonna be a 5-car grid once again, and we got Ching with us. He's the one who was commentating earlier, but he's now gonna be
Alright.
playing and gonna be racing.
All
We're
right.
gonna be seeing him on the screen.
Okay, so just to
Let me
introduce the
select
drivers,
and see
looks
what
like
the-
Misky Gaming has selected a Volkswagen Polo for this time. Earlier, he was using the Opel Corsa. So this is actually one fun opportunity, guys, to actually try out different setups, try out different
True.
cars. As you are not racing for points, you are racing for fun. And these are actually the benefit of our fellow shoutcasters right here. So drivers, thank you very much for the time. Shout out to you
Yes.
guys.
Appreciate it, guys.
So yeah, what better way to actually do this?
All right.
It is raining hard and it's on
It is
sunset.
raining.
Yep.
Getting hard. There's going to be a bit of a challenge for me too, because it's a front-wheel drive car that has a tendency for lift-up oversteer, and now that's compounded with less grip on the racetrack.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is gonna
It's
be
gonna
it.
be very
This is gonna be the
interesting.
hardest situation, right? The hardest sunset at and raining.
Yep.
Damn.
We're going to have a bit of visibility issues as well with the sunset glaring down on my windscreen.
Looks
At
like
the same time,
Zero.
the looser
just
surface
got-
Oh, look,
due to the
this
rain.
looks like Zero Aureus
It's
got
going to be a bit of a
disconnected.
challenge.
We gotta wait for him, or is he able
Oh,
to?
no.
Sadly, though, there's no reconnection at this point. He has to wait for the next session for him to join us back. So,
Too bad. It's gonna be
I'm
an
so
old
sorry about that.
Volkswagen. It's gonna be an old Volkswagen game here. So yeah.
Yep, it's gonna be the whole Polo Club too. All right, 89.
Red Link, Parzival,
Yeah,
Misty
yeah.
Gaming, and Ching here. So
Alright.
just waiting for them to get ready.
Alright, just wanted to give some shout outs to people on the stream right now. So JP Lanyog says love the
Use
dirt
Joker app
physics.
to your advantage.
Oh
You
yes,
only need to
dirt
take it
rally
once. If you
physics
miss it,
never
you'll get a time
disappoints,
penalty.
especially with conditions like this. And for Uncle Drew,
Alright.
aka Andrew Twasson, saying hope to join you guys soon. Yeah, can't wait.
Yeah.
Bring the pandemic days. Yeah, those sessions with Uncle Drew.
The start
back in
here
the
is when
game.
the lights go off, right?
Yep.
Yep. We're waiting for the lights to go off. We got 4 people on the
Alright,
track. All Volkswagens. Let's see what's gonna come up.
There's
gonna
one
come up
Renault
first?
actually, but yeah,
Oh, one. Oh yeah, but he's disconnected. Zero is disconnected, right?
yeah.
So it's
But
like gonna be an all polo match.
could be. Oh, there we go. There we go.
We are underway. Green light is on, and we got Red Link Joker leading the pack here, going
And
through the
this-
first
This
corner.
is a colorful lineup right here.
Yeah, looks like it. Okay, so we're supposed to see some chaos here, but looks
Oh,
yeah,
dear.
we are seeing some chaos. Going into the dirt area is gonna be really muddy. It's gonna be really slidey. What do you think? Who's gonna go lead the pack here?
Looks
Red
like the
Link.
Red Link Joker is now leading the pack right here with Misky Gaming right on his tail, and now overtaking him for the Joker. So watch this as we go side by side as they enter the first corner, then off to the square right.
Yeah, and you said that the Joker lap normally adds around 1 to 2 seconds to your time, right?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, so he's got to make it up in some of the chicanes here as we go into the second lap. We still have Red Link Joker up in front with Parzival in second place. Ching now at third and Misty Gaming at fourth. I'm a little surprised at Misty Gaming. Is there usually is something different? What do
One
you
thing
think?
with Misky Gaming though, he held back for a bit so he could finish the Joker lap on the first lap. So now he's on for recovery now, as he is looking to push.
And he is pushing. Looks like he has his sights on in Parzival here.
Right, so Parzival off to take the Joker lap, but they're just side by
That's cost
side,
him.
coming into
Right.
the chicane,
Gaming first.
and Misky Gaming takes P1, welcoming lap 3.
Awesome. And now some side-by-side action here between Musky Gaming and Red Link Joker. Red Link, there's a little bit of lag coming in there, but looks like Musky Gaming retains pole. Going into a bit of a jump here at the dirt position, at the dirt area, sorry. Entering into the chicane. Anybody not done with the Joker laps? I'm not...
Only Red Link Joker has yet to take the joke. Has to take it.
Oh, is that the notification on the upper right? That's why it doesn't have the yellow?
I hear no yellow, no Joker yet. So, yeah.
Okay, so it's gonna be interesting here. Red Link is at second position. When is he gonna take that that Joker lap? We're already underway at the fourth lap.
Yep.
So the strategy here with Red Link Joker, he needs to get a bit of a... I guess he needs to get him close to Musky Gaming, or do you think he needs to overtake before he takes the Joker?
That depends on what he can do. The thing what he can do right now to actually maintain his position is to actually build a gap as much as he can. Because when you do take the Joker, you will be offset by just a few seconds from the game.
Right.
So if you manage to gain a sizable lead, or you have a great line exiting the Joker, you just maybe you can maintain your position.
But it's not looking like that's going to be the result here, since Parzival was able to overtake him, and he still hasn't done his Joker lap. So it looks like going to be Musky Gaming and Parzival entering into lap 5 here, and hopefully we see something from Parzival. I'm a little bit excited because Parzival has always been at the tail end of some of the races here. So if we see a little bit of dogfighting, some dicing between Parzival and Musky Gaming, that would make my day.
Oh,
all right.
Yeah.
So we are at the dirt area again. We're looking at King's area now, Chink's area. And he is trying his best. He is hearing us, so let's not disturb him. He's going to be trying to get... he is driving, so let's not disturb him, folks. But he is looking quite good now. It's taking a little more...
That's an intense weight reduction I'm seeing right there.
I think, yes. Is that intentional or not? We're now looking at Musky Gaming, and very confident now going into all of the turns here. Parzival is so far behind, so Musky Gaming doesn't need to actually be aggressive here. You can just try to go and have a normal pace, just to get through, avoid any accidents, and be able to finish the race. Looks like Red Link Joker is finally able to do his Joker lap. I wasn't able to see that. But it is the last lap.
Musky Gaming across the line.
Musky Gaming is rated first. Parzival at second. We got Red Link Joker at third here. I'm hearing some rocks in the car, but he is gonna finish. And Ching, you better finish. You better finish, bro.
No, don't worry.
You better finish. I want to see that hoodless polo get through. Here he comes.
Still adjusting to the track, so a bit
Alright.
slow in the corners.
Yeah, so we got Red Link Joker at first, 420.053. Musky Gaming at second, 429.933. Parzival at 440.011. I loved his laps here. Ching is at fourth position at 503.828.
Quite slow down there.
Right. Unfortunately, Zero Orius got disconnected, so he was not part of that race.
Yeah.
Some good racing from everybody there. Pretty cool. I particularly Parzival. I know he's third place, but I loved how he was able to plow through the map and try to get up, and was not at the tail end this time. So, curious. You said that they can still reconnect. I mean, you told me earlier with Russ, Keanu, is that they can still reconnect if they choose to.
If they
So what
choose
happened
to.
with
So
So
I
it's
believe
Zero
when Russell disconnected, I believe he wanted to take a break or have some
That's
dinner.
fine.
Yeah.
But what about Zero? Zero got disconnected. I would assume
I think he is actually just a filler, a guy who joined us on the public lobby since we were looking for more players. But judging from the way it is now, looks like the drivers are back. So yeah, and we now have John Lawrence Bernardo
this is
back.
5 players, yeah?
So yeah, we have
Alright,
still
glad to
have
see the
5
veteran
players.
nice,
Yep.
nice.
All right, just to make
Glad to
things
see
a
the
little
veteran back in
interesting
there.
again,
Business.
let's try this now.
It's actually quite interesting driving the front-wheel drive cars again. You got to be very careful on the brakes, and I think Damon would like this information because he's very interested in how the cars work. And oh, what are these cars? It doesn't have ABS if I'm not mistaken, so you do have to be very gentle on the brakes, and because if you do try to max it out, it will just lock on you, and you wouldn't be able to corner.
Right.
And wow, this is very
That's one of the things that we used to, because when I was an instructor with Tuasan Racing School, so one of the things we teach our students regarding their braking points, they need to be able to know when the ABS will kick in. So you need that sweet spot where the ABS is just about to kick in, and that's where you're supposed to be letting off the brakes, and to kind of know when how the car will react, and of course be able to adjust your own braking.
pretty much threshold braking, yeah.
Yep, exactly, threshold braking. So we have a different, again, as Kiana would put it, a very colorful display here of cars. We have an ODS1, the Ford Fiesta Rallycross, Renault Megane, I guess, Megane, the Ford Fiesta Rally, another Ford Fiesta Rallycross, and another ODS1. So some cars that we haven't seen in the earlier races, but yeah, I'm pretty excited how they will all perform here.
Right.
Are these all
Optimum grip as
hatches?
well.
Are these all
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Light hatches, I believe they're just under 1,000 kilos, and they are 600 horsepower. So they are light and they are fast. So these guys can run like the
Very,
wind.
very quick.
0 to 60 in just what? Less than 2 seconds.
1.8
there you
seconds,
go.
right?
There we go.
Bam.
These are pretty much the cars that are, the top guys in the sport are running at this point of time. However, I am curious if they will be adding
Use the
the
joker lab to your
electric rallycross
advantage. You
car.
only need to take it
They
once.
are
If
quite
you miss
interesting.
it, you'll get a time penalty.
All right.
We got the grid now. We got five. We got all 5 cars here. Waiting for the green light. Again,
This is
colorful
Megane,
display of car.
yes, this is Audi. Yep.
Are you part
Alright.
of this race, Ching?
Yep.
All right.
And the monster car, the monster Audi.
Yeah,
Just
concentrate
like
concentrate on
monster
driving, man. We got you. Don't worry.
I hope
Got
I don't
you, man.
come last this time.
We got Redley Joker, Lawrence
All right.
Bernardo, Parkwell, and the Gaming Ching, and
There
we're
we
on
go.
the way.
That was a terrible throw of mine.
Getting in the first lap. Parzival is at first. Whoa, I'm cheering for the guy. Here comes the first turn. Some sideways action here. Parzival, MSK Gaming, Redley Joker.
Oh, contact down there.
Contact. But
Oh, my
Parzival
bad,
still
my bad.
retains the lead. Ching is now at second.
Ooh. Man, that is a messy jump right there.
Right.
Stick the landing.
Normally in these first turns, we see some chaos. We didn't see a lot of that, but now we are seeing that. Ching is getting through the Joker.
Too late. Oh,
The
no.
front tyre looks like it's punctured.
Go,
Yeah,
recover.
You got a
My bad
puncture
there.
now.
My wheel.
No
My
problem.
wheel fell off.
Cover. Redley Joker was able to take the lead as we welcome the second lap here. Oh wow, a lot of action, a lot of chaotic moments here. But we will see some cars already taking stride. Parzival with his door open. You see his door actually open. That's pretty funny, but pretty cool as well. Redley Joker is showing his stuff here, maintaining his first place. Miski Gaming at second. Parzival at third. Ching and Lawrence Bernardo here at the last position. And looks like the cars are, I'm not sure if they're braking later or they're hitting the barrier now. But moving on here now to almost to the third lap. Almost here to the third lap, we got Miski Gaming, Redlink Joker. Miski Gaming and Redlink Joker is changing positions almost every second here. But Redlink Joker was just hit from behind. Looks like Miski Gaming is going to be at first. Parzival at second at lap 3. Entering the chicane. Miski Gaming still at first place. There's a lot of aggressive lining here. People are trying to get away from each other just so that they can avoid the chaos. And looks like from dirt to tarmac, Parzival here at second place. I am rooting for this dude. I hope he really makes it.
Ooh, that gotta hurt.
Okay, we got Red Link Joker not yet having his Joker lap.
Ah, he's already
Oh,
done.
okay.
He's already
It's
done.
already done.
Yep.
Just done. Just now. I think we got somebody disconnected because now we only have 4.
We had someone retire. I believe that is
retire.
suspension failure on after he bumped that chicane on the outer portion.
I think that is.
Oh my goodness, what the hell was that?
That was
Who was
John
the one who
Lawrence
retired?
Bernardo.
Oh, John Lawrence. Okay. Although Misky Gaming is still at first, Parzival at second, Red Link Joker at third, Ching is at fourth. We are now at fourth lap. Red Link Joker.
Yep, but I am having a bit of a
trying to
problem
get-
down here. Trying to nurse my car with a puncture. I'm not sure where.
Okay, try to power through it. You're a trooper,
Yep.
man. I know you can.
Yep, this car is a bit squirrely with a puncture.
Look at how fast the Red Link Joker just went through that chicane. Wow, look at how fast that was. Parzival's still at third here. I am rooting for this guy.
Running on
Parzival
3 tires.
also has 3 tires. We got 2 cars here, I guess. Oh, whoa! Got some 360 action, and Parzival going off track due to the loss of traction from his, I guess his left rear tire here. He's gonna try to go through the map, but it's gonna be super hard. We can see that he is moving all over the place. Yeah. So it looks like it's gonna be a 3-tire action between third and fourth place here.
Yep.
Ching and Parzival, with Misky Gaming and Red Link Joker leading the pack. Okay, we have Ching here going through. I'm interested to see how he's gonna take the chicanes with this puncture. See some slowdown happening, but that's not intentional. Of course, he's being more careful to make sure that he doesn't spin out. Oh, looks like he punctured his left front tire.
Yep.
Did Red Link also have a puncture?
Oh, Whiskey Gaming already has crossed the line.
He has. Okay, lap. Okay, we're at the last lap. We're kind of more interested in seeing the 3-wheel races happening at the back of the pack. But Misky Gaming did finish the race. Red Link Joker is about to finish it. Misky
Alright.
Gaming at second. Ching, come on. Power through it. We got Parzival. Parzival is gaining. And is it gonna be Ching or Parzival? Okay, looks like Ching's got it.
And
Finishing
Ching
it.
Cardenas across the line.
Finishing at third.
Yeah, that was squirrely as hell.
Oh man, Parzival, I was rooting for you, bro. Don't worry, we'll have our time. Now it's just for you to cross the finish line.
I think I punctured the wheel when I was trying to adjust my actual wheel on home.
All right, so looking at the tail of the tape here, we got Red Link Joker at first place, 358.145. Misky Gaming at 401.492. Ching at third place at 501.464. Parzival at 523.885. Unfortunately, Lawrence Bernardo has retired in that race, so we didn't see his time. But yeah, Red Link Joker showing some skill here. Was he the? But I think all three of them were able to puncture tires.
Just 2 of them actually.
Just 2.
mistaken.
Only Ching it. Okay, because I'm not sure if
And
I saw
Parzival,
that correctly. You and Parzival. So, what is your tip, Ching? For if you puncture a tire, what do you have to
In my
do?
case, just be gentle. Be gentle.
Mhm.
If it's a front puncture, I'm not sure. Could I ask the shoutcasters and what tire I punctured there? Because I was in cockpit.
I think it was a left.
Was it on the rear?
Your
Left front tire.
left. Yeah.
Yeah.
Front left.
All right. So if we're gonna be on the front left or front right, if you try to brake, it's like your brakes locking. It would just understeer.
Yeah, and I would assume
So in my
that you
case,
would.
I just left off the throttle and just tried to nurse the car, and even then, it's already got terrible understeer. As much as possible, I just want to coast. I don't want to brake, because if I do, it just makes me go in a straight line.
So we're seeing a lot more punctures now on the recent races.
Yep,
Keanu.
yep.
Was
Gotta be
there
way more
because
careful
of
too.
it's because of the bumps, the accidents?
It's of the corner exits actually. The chicanes are on the inside, and the lethal metal poles are on the outside when you finish the chicane. So
Yeah.
such accidents could actually affect the tire, especially if you go in sideways. So that's one of the main causes of puncture. So now we're gonna be trying a new circuit, just to make everyone aware and what do you call this? Fluid, basically.
Okay.
Right. So
Is this
this
the
is
rallycross track?
Yep, this is the rallycross track. This is in Estring, Germany.
Mm-hmm.
So what this is basically it's gonna be a really tight circuit, rallycross track. So one big stretch after the first corner, then approaching the second and third, you'll be doing so after a high speed section.
Yeah.
And
right.
eventually coming into tight corners, especially the Joker lap for this one is very tight. It's gonna
Looks
be
like
a
it.
hairpin left right before the start finish line.
No, I think
Yeah, I see it.
I think Keanu, we had some memories here when Paulo led us off the circuit,
Use the
leading us to
jump
shit.
overtire.
advantage. You only need
I
to
think
take
this
it
is that
once.
track.
If you
Yeah,
miss
this
it,
is
this
that
is
track.
it.
time penalty.
Yep.
So this is a
Alright,
pandemonium
right, David,
prone
this track can get
racetrack.
Yeah. This
How
track
many
can get
cars
quite
do we
fluid.
have?
We have 4 cars here.
About 4.
Misky Gaming
I'm
had
the
to
yellow
retire
one.
for the night.
Quite colorful as well, Damien.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright.
Will you be in
Hit
this
it.
race, Ching?
Yep, of course. I'm the one
Okay,
with the
he is
yellow
in
and
race.
blue livery.
Okay.
Waiting
yeah.
for the green light here. Let's see who's gonna be shooting
Sure.
off at first. Redlink Joker, Lawrence Bernardo, Parzival, and Ching. Waiting for the green light. And we're off! See who's gonna get the first position. Redlink Joker, I think. Parzival, oh, a lot of exchanges here. Coming into the first corner. We know this is. There's gonna be a lot of traffic.
Man, that was
But looks like-
nasty.
Down there.
Yeah, but looks like Parzival was able to get away here. Parzival was able to get away, and he's now leading the pack. We are now at the straightway. I guess it's not straightway, it's a long stretch, so that we'll be able to see. Ching coming to the right-hander. Looks like they're going to be entering the dirt area. Oh, I was too late. They're already in the dirt area. Ah, looks like some sliding here. Because entering the tarmac from the dirt area. Parzival trying to recover here. But he did go to the Joker lap very early on. Looks like his strategy is to get that out of the way and try to get the position once the others get through their Joker laps. So we got Lawrence Bernardo at first, King at second, Redlink Joker at third, and Parzival at fourth, going into the second lap here. Looks like we are on... Okay. I kind of got lost in the track here, but we're seeing some exchange, a lot of exchanges. All the cars are still bunched up together, and they're moving on to...
Oh,
we got
no.
Parzival with an attempt here, I guess, to get through that sideways, but that failed.
Ching
Ching is in
Cardenas,
second.
overtake from the
Wow.
inside.
Cool. So this is a long straight part coming into the right-hander. Ching trying to chase down Lawrence Bernardo. Coming into the dirt area here. Looking very confident, looking very strong. Ooh, some taps in the barrier, Oh, a hit from behind. But from
Still
Redlink
not
Joker.
taking the Joker, huh? As we
Yeah.
got on lap 4. With Ching
Lawrence
Cardenas
Bernardo.
at P2.
Yeah, Lawrence Bernardo already took hit though. So looks like Ching has some chance to catch up.
Yep.
Okay, we're at lap 4 now. And Lawrence Bernardo still has the lead. Already went through his Joker lap. Ching on second, still no Joker lap. Same with Redlink Joker. Parzival already did his, we saw that earlier. But he is trailing the pack, so he has to get through. And here comes Lawrence Bernardo with a very comfortable lead. Okay, Ching having a little bit of difficulty. And we see Okay. All four cars now have done their. All four drivers have done their Joker lap. And this is fun race because everybody's still bunched up together. I guess aside from Lawrence Bernardo, who's already pulled away.
Man, he
But,
has like
anything
a
can happen.
5-second gap now, Damien Wolf.
Wow. Okay. But who knows?
I
Something
stand
might happen.
corrected.
We're
It's
still at
9
lap five.
seconds now. Oh man.
We're still at lap 5, though. We're still at lap 5. Anything can happen. We've seen puncture. We're not gonna wish anything on anybody, but on Rallycross, now I know. Oh, some contact between Parzival and Redling Joker. Moving on to the 6th lap, I think Lawrence Bernardo is just about to cross the finish line. Or has he already?
Not yet. Last few corners to go.
Yeah, last few corners to go, and he's gonna be. He's probably gonna be taking that win unless something really bad happens. But I don't think it's gonna be. It's gonna affect. Ching is gonna take 2nd place here if he continues with his pace. Parzival
Right.
is challenging from behind.
John Lawrence Bernardo finishing P1.
P1 for Lawrence Bernardo. Ching trying to
There
get
we go.
2nd, and that race is done. Red Link Joker is at 1st. 353.665. We got Lawrence Bernardo at 354.296. Ching at 3rd position at 406.216. And we got Parzival at 406.559. My guy, it's not yet your time, but we will get there, I promise. Parzival, keep the faith. I
Yep.
believe in you, bro. Keep the faith.
Keep it going.
So how how was that race compared to the others, Ching? Was that a
This race, it was definitely more of throttle control, especially in these tighter sections. As I was driving the car, you can't really just press on the throttle because the car would understeer. So you gotta be really careful with how you would be controlling your throttle in the car whilst you were navigating through those more technical sections, and also the brakes. You can't just slam on the brakes because you're gonna understeer too. But it is certainly a fun car once you get the hang of it.
Got it? And it's quite a short track though. We've seen
Yes, yes.
it finished quite quite quickly. Fun to see the strategies though. I really thought Parzival had it in the bag when he did his Joker lap pretty early. It's too bad he wasn't able to really catch up. But I saw that I think it was it Joker. Yeah, it's Joker who also did his Joker lap pretty early. So maybe that's a good strategy here for the Estering track.
Oh yeah, definitely 100%. All right. By the way, just wanted to give a shout out to Doc Moy who is watching the stream. So
Hi, Doc Moy.
Hey, Sir Doc. Doc Moy, glad to
Good
see you here.
evening.
good evening.
to
Good
see you
evening.
here.
All right. So let's have another go at it. We're gonna be having this one. Okay.
It's still Estering.
Yeah, we're gonna take
Alright, so what do
Estering, but this time we're gonna take
Oh!
the fast cars with us. So
Damn.
we're gonna have a
Okay,
little
this is gonna be a bit
fun
squirrely
here. Yep.
now. Alright.
We're gonna see some action.
Yep.
Mini Cooper.
All
I'm
right.
gonna
So
go for
I
that
want to
Mini
ask
Cooper.
Damien Wolf first. How is the experience for you now that we've done multiple tracks, multiple groups of cars, multiple people join? How is the experience like for you?
Normally when you shoutcast, based on my experience, it's really like normally just two shoutcasters, right?
Right.
And the thing is, with racing, it's a little more unexpected because sometimes, for example, for MOBA games, you know that they are about to do something, right? You see
Right.
the planning phase, you see them going into a certain position, so you're kind of ready. So you're ready and waiting for something to happen, right?
I see.
And
Yeah.
for fighting games, you still have a bit of knowledge, right? You know, for example, if you're using Ryu, you know he's gonna do Hadouken, you know he's gonna do a Shoryuken. So you're kind of expecting what he's gonna do. Shoutcasting here for in so far for tonight, it's quite an experience. You really have to be ready for everything that's happening. And I'll be perfectly honest, you know, this is the first time I've known about these tracks, so I actually have the layout here ready where I am. So sometimes I do get lost where the positions of the cars are, especially of course
Mind if I interject as well? I think
No, no, no,
we're
it's
gonna
fine,
be
it's
having
fine.
some really fast speed on this course
Right,
because
it's
we are strapped into 600 horsepower hatchbacks, and there's a lot of straights down here.
right.
But it's gonna be
So
real interesting though,
you
seeing the amount of
be ready for the
hairpins that we have to
braking.
navigate. Yep. All right, let's go.
Alright, sorry,
So-
Damien Wolf, continue. Sorry.
I was saying that for rallycross at least, I know now that I know where the tracks are. You still don't know. I mean, you still don't know if the driver's gonna take a different line. If it's gonna go be aggressive, it's gonna be slower. Is there gonna be a puncture happening? So I guess there's a little more focus involved, right? And sometimes you really just want to watch. Because, yeah.
Oh wow, these are Fiestas and
And
what
a
else
Mini
is that?
Cooper.
Oh, that's a Peugeot.
A Mini Cooper one's gonna be exciting.
Racing,
Okay.
racing for my dad right there. He likes
Cool.
Mini Coopers.
Right, so we got 4 cars again on this grid. Let's see who the participants, the drivers are gonna be. It's still Estering,
Yep.
Red Link
Celestine.
Joker, Lawrence Bernardo. Okay, we're off. Looks like Red Link Joker is gonna be leading the pack. Oh, there's a lot of exchanges happening between Ching and Lawrence Bernardo. Red Link Joker, Parzival still behind. Coming some hits here. Looks like Ching is gonna try to get away from all that chaos happening. Oh no!
No! What is going on right
is-
now?
Everybody's parking their cars at that turn and trying to get away, but
This
Ching
is-
looks like he was able to recover first.
This is pandemonium galore here, ladies and gentlemen.
Right. But now we got Red Link Joker, Parzival. Red Link Joker is now at first position. Moving on to the first lap. Ching and... Okay, looks like Ching and Lawrence Bernardo already did their Joker laps, putting them a little behind what looks like Ching was able to retain the pole position. So we got Ching, Red Link Joker, and Lawrence Bernardo changing positions here almost every 2 seconds as they navigate these corners. Everybody's trying to be aggressive.
The ticker
Yeah,
is
what's
going
happening here?
crazy for P1 and P2 and P3.
Yeah, it's getting harder to shoutcast because the positions are changing at a whim here. But there's a lot of contact coming in between these 3 cars. Are we gonna see a puncture here?
So far they haven't hit any obstacles. They just been hitting each other. No pun intended, but you
No
guys
pun
get
intended.
it. Yeah.
So Ching, Lawrence Bernardo, and Parzival were already able to do their Joker laps. Red Link Joker, ironically.
Ooh, that's a
Oh my
bad hit
God.
on the outside.
What a bad hit! Was there any damage from that?
Yes, that was significant damage on
there was.
the bodywork there for John Lawrence Bernardo.
Yeah, but a
Meanwhile,
second.
for Ching Cardenas leading the race.
Wow.
The sole Mini
Ching
Cooper
Cardenas
of the
leading
track.
race. Don't interject. Focus on the driving. We see him leading the way, but Lawrence Bernardo is not far behind here. Not far behind, but both of them going aggressive. Lawrence Bernardo trying really to, trying to hit the barrier
Guys, you
there.
gotta release the accelerator on that tight off-camber right-hand band.
They are not listening, Keanu, because
man.
it's all for glory with these supercars. Why use supercars, if you're going to be braking all the time, right?
Oh, well,
Better
well,
press the throttle.
to enjoy the fast
I'm
car,
kidding,
you
I'm
must
kidding.
you must slow down first as
Of
well.
course we know that.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
All right, well, we're in the 5th lap now. Ching's still at the lead here. Lawrence Bernardo still is not far behind. He is actually still not far behind.
Okay,
It
he
can
is
still be anybody's
braking.
game here.
He's braking hard now. I think he's the only one who's listening.
He has been taking your advice.
All right.
And we're moving on to the last lap
All right,
here.
here goes the last lap right here.
Oh my God! Can Ching
Ching
maintain his
Cardenas
composure?
using a conservative line to clear
Nice
the first hairpin
conservative
turn.
line, exactly. We go to the short straight area here, and we still have Lawrence Bernardo trying his best to catch up. Lawrence Bernardo has to calm down and try to have the same style of driving that Ching has. And it's entertaining to see this chase. It's a cat and mouse chase here.
Oh, Ching Cardenas goes wide.
Ching Cardenas goes wide, but still maintains the lead. Lawrence Bernardo gonna
not
try the
enough.
last
Not
ditch
enough.
effort here. Not enough. Not enough. That was a good fight. That was a
He
good
was he
fight.
was beating down on me. He was being down on me very quickly.
All
He was
right. Well,
quick, real quick.
for this race, we got Red Link Joker though at 329.203, Ching at 337.357. Lawrence Bernardo put up a good fight, 337.910, with Parzival at 0345.533. Not yet our time, my guy, but good to see you trooping on. I love this guy, Parzival. He's gonna get a win. He's gonna get a win. I'm rooting for him. So how was that leading your first poll for this night, Ching?
It was absolute chaos, and I'm currently not in VR because it's a bit of a hassle to set up. So all I'm seeing is on the front, and I'm just looking onto my mirror every other second. And even though I don't want to do that, I have to because I gotta be aware of my surroundings, especially when Parzival and Lawrence Bernardo was just on my differential, less than 2 tenths of a second, just shuffling out there, battling each other with me. But then I realized that on the middle part of the race, I had to let go a bit, because I saw Parzival and Lawrence Bernardo fighting, and I saw a hole. I saw an opportunity, and that's how I was able to take it. But still, Lawrence was hunting me down. He was quick.
He
I
was,
think
he
it was,
was.
yeah.
But
I
and
think
I
it was
think
only through
you
me trying to be conservative and lock the inside line that I'm able to close a door at least. Because Lawrence Bernardo, he's a battle hardened veteran. He's quick,
yep,
and
yep. And
he knows the cars well.
I saw there that you took a page out of Russ's book there when you slowed down a little bit, made sure that you had a calm.
Yep.
But there was
Yep.
there was a part there that you went wide, and every me and
Yes, sir.
Keanu
Yes,
were
sir.
just there at the edge of our seats here, and we're gonna
Yep.
str-
Yep. Yep.
we're
It was,
thinking where we're gonna
there
see a
was a bit of that
pass.
pressure getting to me.
Right.
I mean, seeing him on my rearview mirror, I try to cancel that thought, and in those moments, and I give you a snapshot into my mind when I get into that pressured zone, I tend to think of the race as a time attack. Seeing it's just me out there trying to push my limits, and unfortunately, those limits were too far,
I
and
see
I
it.
went
Yeah.
wide. But fortunately, I was able to settle the car into a straightaway, or rather into a straight angle where I was able to cover the inside line, and that was able to win me at least even just a bit of a time for me to secure second place. But still, that
Right.
was a great race, great race.
Great race. Now,
I was quiet the whole way.
yeah,
Yeah.
going through that long stretch there after that first turn, Ching, it was going to be a right-hander, although there was a slight slope. There's a slight slope, slight right hand. I'm not sure how to call it, but there's a gentle right hand, and then going through a tighter hairpin-like area here on the
Yes, sir.
fifth, and then a quick
Yep.
left turn. Um, is
Mhm,
there
mhm.
any changes in your braking as you go through? There's gonna be wait. I'm gonna assume that since Rally 2.0 kind of is trying to, of course, get into as much realism as possible, is there
Mhm.
any chance that coming from the dirt area at the first part of that stretch will influence or affect how you turn on that right-hander, or have your tires been able to sort of adjust in their grip since you already have a. I thought it was going to be a really long
In
stretch, but it's not really that long after watching you guys race through the track. It's not really that long, so there's going to be you know or am I thinking too realistic here? Where there's going to be like a bunch of
It's fine. It's fine.
dirt on your tires and might affect your turning ability coming into
I
that
mean,
right hander.
in my case, that's why I pretty much took a whole book, rather a whole bundle of pages out of Russell Race's playbook, and
Hmm.
the way I see it, the way I race through the course is that I already have this kind of mental image where I need to adapt to this certain surface level. So with asphalt, you can see me just dive down the brakes and be
Hmm.
able to just slam on the e-brake and then just swing that corner, or rather swing that car around the hairpin. But with the gravel sections, you can see me slow down considerably a lot more. And
Oh
I
man,
think it's just
you
Hmm.
guys are in for a surprise. We have
What?
my dear
all
friend from
right.
Malaysia who is one of the
Wish.
prominent dirt rally streamers is Wish Studio. So yeah, he's
Wow.
actually a
All
VR
right.
player
Glad
as
to have you
well.
here, buddy.
Yeah,
He's gonna join us.
he's gonna join
Cool.
us. That's right. And shout out to you, Mr. Alexis Clapano. Thank you for the like. Welcome to the
Uy,
stream.
hi Alexis.
And apparently, shout out to John Vic Noya saying Ching Cardenas.
Hey, that's my friend.
There you go.
He's
Looks like
He's
you
my
have a
friend.
fan club.
So you have a fan club here after that little stint you pulled with the Mini Cooper. So,
Right. Hi there.
I hope
So,
I can be consistent.
Wish Studio is from what country?
he's from Malaysia. Malaysia.
All right.
Malaysia.
Welcome, sir. And
Our
it's gonna be
brothers
exciting
from,
to see you.
Mini Cooper again, man.
To our brothers from Malaysia, glad you guys are here. Thank you for the time to actually join us. I think you just hopped on the stream, seeing we have a little event right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a follow now. I guess one streamer to another. Welcome, and yeah, hope to collaborate with you soon too. Looks like he's doing. Still estering.
Yep, gonna still try out at S-Ring. One goal I hope to see with the drivers is, can we actually complete S-Ring without damaging a car? Let's find out.
I don't know. You're put in the supercar.
No, oh man, you should see the World Series for this one. Man,
Okay.
you'd see a 5 wide in what, turn 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
But that is a spectacle to see, if I may say.
True. Well, I'll be
Yeah.
watching more of that actually. So we got I guess we got a full grid here. Red Link Joker, we got Parzival, Wish is here, Lawrence Bernardo, and our good friend Ching, who is sporting the American flag here.
Right?
From the Americas. So we're just waiting for Ching now. And it's
Right.
still gonna be estering, same conditions.
Right, I'm ready now.
It's gonna be on a sunrise. Sorry, it's gonna be a sunny day, so grip is optimal. And with the supercars like this, they
Alright.
will be faster than ever before.
Damn. Torque's gonna be cutting through the track
Right.
here. And yeah, we're probably
Thank
gonna
God
see a
I
very fast startup here between all
Definitely.
cars.
Definitely,
It is a
100%.
bit of a workout. Oh wow, Red Link's on the Mini Cooper too. All right.
We got
Once-
2 Mini Coopers, 2 Renaults, and 1 Ford Fiesta Rallycross.
Fiesta. All
Yep.
right. It's
Use
time
the
to go,
Joker lap
boys.
to your advantage. You only need to take it once. If you miss it, you'll get a
Here
time
we
penalty.
go.
All right, here we go, guys.
All 5 cars now ready. Colorful array of cars here.
Yep.
Very colorful.
And the minis are
The
actually
minis
beside
are
each
Oh,
other.
side
that
by
Red
side.
Mini.
And who's
That
gonna?
Red
are
Mini
side by
reminds me of the
side.
Monaco one back in the day.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
let's wait for the green light.
After racing.
All right. Just gotta remind the drivers: put your hand on that handbrake, wait for the lights to turn green, and that's the only time you can release to avoid any further penalties
Here we go.
on jump start.
Jump start, Red Link, Parzival, Wish. Okay, positions are changing again every millisecond here. But looks, oh my goodness!
What
Oh,
in
Lawrence.
what was that?
Okay, it could have been a good lead, but Lawrence hit the barrier here at the left side. Not sure what happened. He did retain the lead though. He's now retained the lead. Red Link Joker at second, Ching in third, Parzival in fourth, and Wish at the fifth position here. Perhaps maybe doing a
Oh!
not yet done a warm up, but Parzival and Wish hitting the barrier. Here's the Ching is now at fourth, chasing down third actually. Having done his Joker lap already, Parzival done his, Wish already done his, Lawrence Bernardo and Red Link Joker, they're leading the pack, but they haven't done their Joker lap. So it looks like it's going to be a time where they're going to be losing that position. Oh!
And Ching, you're going
there. Off-road!
Yep.
We got an off-road action. But back into the fray. He still has the third position. Parzival and Wish still at fourth and fifth. Lawrence and Red Link Joker, I'm still curious when they're going to do their Joker lap. We're now entering the third position. That was a slow entry here from Red Link Joker. Ching challenging his position.
Oh, it's
Gonna take a pass here.
No, he got.
Oh!
Oh man.
Back in
Ching
off-roading
overdoing it.
again.
You missed the break point.
Ching! And he goes through the barrier, moving on to the audience area.
This is Rallycross, not Tamiya. Get back on the road.
Get back on the road.
Yep.
Okay, red. Lawrence Bernardo is already done with his Joker lap. All cars done with their Joker lap. Yeah, so at the fourth lap now, we got Lawrence Bernardo at first, Red Link Joker at second, Ching at third, Parzival at fourth, and Wish still at the back of the pack here. Maybe I hasn't done that in the tires warmed up, so to speak. Not literally talking about, yeah. Alright, but Lawrence Bernardo does have a commanding lead here. I don't see Red Link Joker from behind. Again, all cars already done with the Joker laps as we go into the fifth lap here. Lawrence Bernardo, very confident turns here. It's both aggressive and calm at the same time. Looks like he's learned a few tricks. Ooh, a little bit of a tapping here at the inside of the barrier, but all good. Able to recover. Looks like there's going to be a dogfight between Ching and and Ching again off-road, but he is back with his truck hanging out.
The drag must be high now with the trunk wide open.
He's got a new spoiler there, a new upgraded spoiler. But he is chasing down Red Link Joker. They're still neck and neck, side by side. Some lag coming through.
Oh, nice inside attack on the exit.
Awesome! As we go to the long stretch.
Nice.
Nicely done! Alright, but Red Link Joker is not out of the ballgame here. He is still, but he goes a little bit wide, trying to catch up here. I think Lawrence Bernardo is almost done.
Lawrence Bernardo cross the line.
Cross the line, yes, we got it. Ching, come on, you can do this, bro. Red Link Joker is a bit far behind. Looks like it's gonna be Ching at the second position with the new spoiler upgrade. Red Link Joker.
Done there.
Nicely, that was an awesome highlight, bro. We just, we saw your pass. Anyway, Red Link Joker is at first place, 323.687. We got Lawrence Bernardo at second, 338.254. Parzival at third, wow, 347.718. Ching at fourth place, 349.574. And we got Wish at last place, 408.474. All right, so yeah, what do you think? What happened with Ching here? I'm sorry, with Wish.
That is a recovery penalty for Lawrence Bernardo and for Ching, and the 20-second penalty for Wish. I believe that is a jump start penalty.
Well, he was the one who shot in front earlier.
I believe so. Yeah.
That was too bad. Wow, 20 seconds. That's pretty. That's like two forever.
It's huge, man. 20 seconds is
super
just
huge. In racing, milliseconds are already, you can already be having a coffee with a millisecond difference. Seconds are already forevers, and if it's 20 seconds, damn, it's like, I think it's like you've been lapped a few times already. But that was a fun race.
That is
quite a fun race.
Quite a race.
Quite a race. Although I am excited, I want to see some of Wish's streams now. I mean, now that I've seen him here, I'm pretty curious to see how he does on his streams.
All right, guys. Well, this will be our last track for tonight. So we're gonna be going on the infamous rallycross track in England. It's Linden Hill. So yeah, it's gonna be a whole new breed in itself. So yeah, let's get to it.
Please make it wet. Please make it raining. Kidding.
It's like that.
Oh my goodness! It's a 1600. Oh my god, this is gonna be fun.
Linden Hill. Okay, it's the rallycross track. All right. So I'm looking at it here now. We got the North Bend, the Harry Hill, the Paddock Bend, Pilgrims, Cheston's Drift, Denver Slope, and the Devil's Elbow. Oh my goodness.
That's right.
You know what? Judging from the track layout, I think corner exit speed is going to be very important here, considering how long the straights are, at least on these vehicles.
Full grid now. We got Red Link Joker, Lawrence Bernardo, Parzival, Wish, and our good friend Ching. And we are waiting for it to go underway here at Linden Hill Rallycross track. This is in England.
Actually, just to answer some comments right here. Stanley Gola is saying RX cars are crazy. Yes, they are. And shout out to Aaron Fernandez saying go Ching Cardenas.
We got more
of the
Ching fan club here.
And Stanley Gola is with a follow-up is this the track from one of those Top Gear Rallycross episodes? Yes, this is the very same track that was featured in
It
Top
is.
Gear.
Yep.
Yep.
Damn.
Or Richard Hammond drove that Citroen. Citroen. Yeah.
Toe angle. Gotta go out.
All right.
Camber angle.
Where do they start here?
They
where's the
start on this portion right here, where the banner of the slime branding is at,
Go ahead.
and
Is it between paddocks and pilgrims?
it's after the paddocks. It's after the paddocks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is one of the most astonishing spectacles on British motoring, especially when it comes to rallycross. Because the differentiator in this track is actually not just the Joker that's near the start of the track, but actually it's
Use the
turns
Joker lap
1
to your
and 2.
advantage. You only need to take it
They
once. If you
are
miss it, you'll
understeer
get a
prone
time
tracks, especially on the wet. And it's a race to whoever gets that patch of asphalt coming into turn
My
2.
goodness, I am smack bang in the middle of the grid. But hey, it's gonna be a pretty fun battle seeing all 5 cars on the same place, on the same line, just bolting out of the light
That's right.
to attack that first very, very wide hairpin over there.
It is a wide hairpin. I'm looking at it right now, so we'll see who comes up first.
I'm
Waiting
actually
for the green light.
curious who wants to take the Joker now. Because taking the first 2 corners as a 5 wide, not a smart idea, guys.
Okay, we're underway.
Oh!
Let's go.
It's
A lot
just
of
started.
contact
There's
already.
already pandemonium happening.
Oh, somebody took the
Everyone-
Joker already.
Except Redling Jokers. Everyone except
Oh.
Redling Joker took the Joker lap.
Okay,
Okay.
so I'm curious to see why he took that strategy.
I guess to
But he is
avoid...
leading the pack now. Avoid the pandemonium.
Yeah.
So we're coming through here with Redling still at first, Lawrence Bernardo at second, Wish at third, Parzival at fourth, with Ching at last place. And we see some racing. Ching trying to get through Parzival. Is it gonna be an out? Oh, an inside pass? Looks like an inside pass there. And he gets the 4th position. Trying to challenge Wish here at third. Who is hunting down Lawrence Bernardo. Redling Joker still hasn't done his Joker lap. We'll see if he's gonna do it on lap 2. Lap 2 is underway. I'm not sure if he's done it. I didn't see him do it. Looks like he's still going through without doing any Joker lap.
Not yet. I believe he's building the gap first, so he has some time to meet with the Delta. So, yeah.
Okay. He is in the lead still with I think it's the 1 second.
It's a thinning gap though. He had a 4-second lead and now it's down to 3 seconds.
Down to 3 seconds, yeah.
He has to find a way to shave that off if he wants to gain a lead after the Joker lap.
Or maybe he can get through it right away, take off the pressure, and just chase from behind. Maybe that's a better idea. Sometimes when you're at the pole position, you get a lot more pressure than when you're the one chasing. Oh,
Oh, he's from the inside. Oh, contact with John Lawrence Bernardo.
It's gonna be a side
And attack on the inside.
So much contact here, but not enough to pin the cars out.
John Lawrence Bernardo taking it back after that brief overtake.
Okay, we are still chasing Lawrence Bernardo here. Not a very good entry here, but still is leading over Wish. Redling Joker, we can see him already in the horizon, but looks like Lawrence is...
And John Lawrence Bernardo is defending hard against Wish
He
Studio.
He is, and I think he knows it's Wish who's behind, so he's... Again, I told you there's a lot more pressure being in front. Redling Joker has just done his Joker lap. So he's still in the lead here.
I'm watching for the 4th place. I'm just watching the cars battle.
Go ahead, you can do it. You can do it. You still have Parzival behind you. Oh yeah, you're having an own battle yourself between Wish, I think. Okay, everybody's near each other, so we might see a lot of positions changing here. Parzival a little bit behind, but he is trying to catch up. Never gonna doubt that dude. Okay, Redling Joker. Everybody done with their Joker laps. We're now at 5th lap. And again, the lead is not that far. The lead is not that far. Anything can happen. Somebody can go wide, some contact may happen, and he might be a change of positions here. Lawrence Bernardo, here he comes. Oh,
there
I'm
he
not
is,
sure
there
that
he
was
is.
a good idea.
It's thinning the gap now. The gap is now at 2 seconds.
Corner by corner, he is gaining. Oh,
Getting,
good.
getting that
Good
gap
exit,
through the
though.
breakpoints is
Yeah.
astonishing.
Right. And he actually, did he just hit the barrier?
A little bit.
Not yet, a little bit.
Entered the turn a little bit too early.
That cost him a little bit though. Redlink Joker running away a little bit. Oh, some contact
Oh,
from
Wish on the
Lawrence
asphalt.
Bernardo and Wish.
That's
Wish
a
says,
sneaky
"I want a
overtake
shot."
right there. I saw what you did
It
there,
does.
man.
We are at the last lap, and Wish is saying, "I want a shot at that pole position." Let me at him. Let me at Redlink Joker. And he is trying his best here. We got at the last lap, Redlink Joker, Wish, Lawrence Bernardo, Ching, and Parzival. I'm not sure exactly what turn we are already, because it's kind of exciting to see the change of positions here. Oh, I think he hit the barrier too, a little
Oh
bit.
dear. Now in the final corner, Redlink Joker finishes first. Wish Studio at second.
Second.
John Lawrence Bernardo
Lawrence.
third.
Ching and coming in at fourth, and Parzival at fifth. What
Wow,
a race!
That is a really
Oh man,
close
what a
race.
What a
race.
race.
What a race indeed. Guys,
race to
we're
end it.
having a request for one more, but with supercars. You want to extend just one last race? We are
Sure.
electrified
I'm
right
good.
now.
I'm good.
I'm
Up to
still
the
good.
drivers. I'm good.
Yep, I'm still good. Man,
All right. Hi to John
Wow, I
John
was really
Gazar,
close to
Master
the top
Paturo.
pack there, but
Actually, I'm shoutcasting ngayon, John John. I'm not driving. Don't worry, you'll see more of me driving soon. But right now, I'm shoutcasting with, of course, Keanu, Dominado, and our good friend Ching here. I wasn't able to read
Thank
the
you.
first to fifth, sorry, because I did the shoutcasting. But
Man,
looks like it was
if I
a
had
really
more
good
laps, I might
match.
have been able to catch up with the top pack, but run
Yeah.
out of
So
time.
so what is
sadly.
this last race gonna be?
the
Keanu,
last
I am
race is gonna
interested.
be the last race is gonna
Really
be
curious.
the same track. However,
Okay.
we're gonna be using the supercars this time.
All right. I do have the stats, by the way, for that last race. We got Redlink Joker at 438.249, Wish at second, 441.094, Lawrence Bernardo at third at 442.437, Ching at fourth at 442.969, and Parzival, my friend, is at fifth with 448.145. Hi, Stanley Goles. He says nice.
All
And
right.
the red MR2.
Linden Hill too, right? Same
Still
track.
Linden Hill, that's right. And
Damn,
shout
here
out
we
to
go.
Matthew Ang, who is actually reaching out on the
Hey, Matthew!
stream chat, asking when can we do one for PS4. If we can build a grid for the PS4, my guy, we can actually do that.
Yeah.
However, meanwhile, for this one, since we're doing a special session for our fellow shoutcasters, we're just limiting it for the PC batch for now, aka PC Master Race. Join us.
I am not gonna comment because I like both. So yeah.
I use both as well, actually.
I use
Shout out to AAP Motorsport if you guys are watching.
Right.
Man, imagine what we could do with just a PC and a PS4. It could take a league to different scales.
Right. Well, we are now back at it at Linden Hill. Redlink Joker, Lawrence Bernardo, Parzival, Wish, and Ching. We got two Ford Fiestas, Renault Clio for Redlink. We got an RXS Evo, a Ford Fiesta as well, and a Mini Cooper for Ching. Again, the Mini Cooper. Ching has
Yep. That feel
a
comfortable with this
mission.
car.
He's on a mission to put the Mini Cooper at top.
Turbocharged
Yep.
Mini Cooper really prevails in British tracks such as this one, but maintaining its corner angle is a little bit of a challenge. But when done
Yep.
right, oh man, it feels really good. Feels really good.
Yeah, and looks like Ching is going to try to do that. Do it right. So he can win this last
It's
race.
turning a bit right now, but
All right.
hopefully.
So
I'm sorry, Ching, but I'm gunning for Parzival this time. He's going to get this
No
last
worries,
race.
buddy. No worries.
he got this, man.
So,
He's got this.
I am stoked. Thank you so much for inviting me on this one, Keanu.
Thank you
Was-
for
What a fun.
Thank you for taking interest, man. I mean, the
course,
timing couldn't be so perfect. I can't really stress out that point because I'm actually on the rise, on the lookout for shoutcasters who can actually do
Use
sim
the Joker
racing
app
along
to your
with me.
advantage. You only need to take it once.
Because
Well, we'll
basically-
do it.
You'll
Yeah.
get a time penalty.
And after doing this session, hopefully we can multiply it. We can knowledge train. We can introduce the market, to fellow other casters as well.
Got it. And
Because-
now
because
we're
basically,
I'm the only one. Everybody's got fourth.
Because basically, you just getting into this, you don't know what you don't know, right? You've never tried it
True.
before. Some have never
right.
tried it.
Never.
But just seeing you on the commentary seat, Damien Wolf, you're a natural behind this.
Aw, shucks.
Yeah, you are.
You
You
need
are.
a lot more action.
Yeah.
But thank you again. Here we go.
There we go.
We've started. And looks like it's
Oh,
again.
Chica
what the
Dennis,
hell?
you sly
Huge
driver
slide
right there. Oh,
Ching,
man.
you gotta recover. You gotta recover. But looks like Wish already did hit. Well, both of them. Wish and Ching already. I'm not sure if this was the fourth Joker lap, but they were able to do their Joker lap early on. Lawrence Bernardo, Red Wing Joker, and Parzival now leading the pack. Parzival, you can do this, man. I am rooting for you. Okay, what is the difference, Keanu, between driving this track on wet?
Oh, it's understeer prone, especially for hairpin turns, since you're using a powerful car such as the supercars. And once the front wheels engage, that is understeer galore right there. So you gotta be very careful on the entry, especially on the exit.
Seeing that happen right now, we had, I think that was Ching go off-road.
Yep.
That's fine. You can catch up. You're still in fourth place.
Because technically right here, you can see how the driving lines of the driver changes. Because now with lesser grip, the drivers need to find a way how to keep the traction going.
With a more powerful car,
That's right.
that is not an easy task. And we're seeing people going wide, seeing people going
Man, Red Link
off-road
Joker
here.
attempting a sideways entry of the final corner there, but you gotta do it with caution, my guy.
Right.
You gotta have enough power to pull it out of the exit.
You would expect that people will try to be a little slower, or maybe because they're using the supercars, that is not possible. I mean,
Actually, come to think of it, they are actually entering the corners slower,
okay.
just so they can have the exit speed faster, which is actually
Right.
one nice approach to it.
True. Lawrence Bernardo still hasn't done his Joker lap, and I'm not sure if this strategy is going to stretch.
With
We
Wish
got-
Studio right behind him, it is
I'm
big,
not sure it's going to happen.
it's a big
right?
pressure.
Big risk.
And here he is. He's actually gonna do it.
Do it. He's got to do it. He's got to do it sometime. We're already in the fourth lap.
There he is. Wish Studio overtakes him, taking P1 away from him.
Kind of
But
expected.
on the
Kind of
prowl
expected.
right there.
Lawrence Bernardo here, trying to speak up. Ooh, wow, I love that sideways action. Being a
Despite the
Tony guy.
understeer, he was able to handbrake turn it just to recover that slide. Nicely done there with John Lawrence Bernardo.
Okay, we see Wish and Lawrence Bernardo here at the front of the pack. Ching at third, Red Link Joker at fourth, and Parzival at fifth. We're still at the fourth lap here, and we're gonna see if Lawrence Bernardo is going to be able to. It's a little bit far off here, but he is making.
Chico Dennis
Somebody
on the
is
inside.
trying.
It's
Somebody is
denied by
trying
Bernardo.
to invade the airspace. Okay, but it's actually hard to be a gentleman at
Oh
this.
no! You have got to be kidding me. On the inside.
That cost both cars.
Oh. Red Link Joker on the inside. Man, this
What?
is messy right here.
It is quite some action. we got Lawrence Bernardo in the Red Link Joker.
Oh man,
There, look
what
at
the what the hell?
What is happening here? We got all of them dancing around the track here, trying to do their best not to hit their partner. But yeah, it is kind of slowing down now. Crashes are happening left and right. Wish is in at first, Ching now in second, Redland Joker in third, and we got Lawrence Bernardo fourth, Parzival at fifth. Some more side-by-side action, but Wish is a little bit, I guess he's farther from the tree, so he can take a little, he can rest a little bit. But of course, he cannot. I mean, he can't let off. We got people going off the track, off the track here. Parzival is the last place. I'm not sure if he's pressured or he's actually relieved.
My apologies to Sir Lawrence. I was trying to give space, but I lost grip. I took him out. That was my fault.
We got a position change.
Apologies.
Red Link. Oh, the track was loaded.
Look how close these times are, guys. Look at how close they are.
Damn it. Red Link Joker at 412.882. Wish at 419.781. Ching 421.521. Lawrence Bernardo 422.780. And we got Parzival at 442.713. Maybe not today, my guy, but soon.
Don't worry about it. Just need seat time on this and familiarization with the game. Don't worry, you'll
True,
get it.
true.
You'll get it. Don't worry about it.
Damn, that was so exciting. I mean, again,
And-
just like what's on the
That was a good
races.
workout. That was a
Yeah.
good workout.
Man, actually,
can
one,
feel my
one thing
triceps.
nice about these race guys, now we're being joined by pro drivers such as Wish Studio
Yeah.
and Russell Reyes earlier and John Lawrence Bernardo. One thing nice about this is that it sets a nice point for the participants who are joining us, especially for the newbies. Because with you have a fast guy on the same grid with you, you are drawn to his speed and his skill.
True.
So
True.
it will motivate you to improve. So that is one nice thing to actually take away from this thing. So-
Right. I mean, maybe if Wish wasn't on the grid, the times may have been slower. But now that Wish was on the grid, looks like everybody was pushed to
Everyone got
outperform.
faster.
Right. And this was in wet. Wow.
Yep. So
Aaron says,
One hell of a
yeah, I want to see
chaotic
what
race,
Aaron says. Aaron Fernandez says, Ching do really like to go off-road. Care to comment, Ching?
Yeah, man. I mean, when the course is off roads, can't really help it. But man,
All
it was
right.
a good race. I do.
That
hope
was
that,
a fun
I
race,
treated it
man.
that was a
better,
fun race. That was a fun
Yeah.
race, I would tell you.
All the
Fun
races
race,
were
fun
fun,
race.
man. I mean, there wasn't a single boring race
Good
here.
stuff, good
All the races were cool and fun.
All right.
Yeah. So what's up?
All right.
What?
All right. Last shout out from
Good
Stanley
game.
Golas
Good night.
saying, "Nice race, guys. Thank you for the fun race. Till the next time."
Thank you for joining us, bro.
Thank you.
Stanley, thanks.
Thank you. All right, so just some key takeaways from this one, guys. This may be just the first stint we're having, but this is a pleasure doing this with you guys, because basically the dynamic is there. Even though, despite this is the night that you guys are first meeting, right? You've never encountered each other before,
Yep.
Yep.
but with the
Yep, never,
familiarity and with the desire to actually be into the race, it shows with both of you. So,
Thank you, sir.
man,
Damn, thanks, bro.
just imagine just a little more
Ooh,
seat
that was a
time
good event.
here and some more dynamic with these events like these. We'll do it.
Yep.
We'll definitely do it.
Yeah. We'll work on that.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Good, King. Thank you so much, Shane, for joining
Thank
us
you too,
also.
Damien. Thank you. Thank you for the fun. Thank you. Thank
All
you.
right.
It was a
Appreciate
great night with
that.
you guys.
For Wish
do
Studio,
it again
thank
next
you.
time.
Thank
Yeah,
you for
I'm saying.
joining us, man. Shout out
Thank
to
you,
you
Wish.
guys.
Ooh,
Shout out to you
out.
guys all the
That
way
was
in
a good
Malaysia.
race, good race, boys.
All right.
Alright,
So
stay
guys,
safe, you
that
guys.
concludes the stream for now for our Shoutcaster immersion, right? So there will be a part 2 for this. I believe the next one won't be just an immersion. It'll be like a free masterclass, as I would put it.
Ooh.
Yep. Hashtag get it while it's free. so yeah. So that's actually one really nice thing I had for this experience. So finally I could take another step in actually attracting more shoutcasters to join something like this. Because shout out to you, Damien Wolf. One of the guys who actually helped me push this one is actually you and Richard Arao, if ever he's still watching. Because really, sim racing is in a niche in itself here in the Philippines. However, it's there's only a handful who are very who are very into it, who are very immersed into it. So it would be best to actually share the skills and knowledge to actually be with us here in the commentary box for shoutcasting. Yep. So, yeah. If you think you can do it, if you think you have the knack for it, guys, being shy is nowhere near. Actually, kung Tagalogin natin, di na uso mahiya. Okay,
True.
so
Totoo
madaling
yan.
sabi, di na uso mahiya. So, to those who wanna take a knack at it, there's always gigs to do these guys. There are circuit events, there are rally cross events, and who knows? Even for fundraising events such as Forza. Oh man, even Forza, I wouldn't even be surprised if the Forza Horizon or the Forza Motorsport group are looking for shoutcasters as well.
We'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, because one way I see it is that the opportunities are everywhere. It's not about what you can do. It's about who you can collaborate and make the dream happen. I mean that explains what happened
Alright.
here tonight, guys.
True.
So yeah. So to everyone who are still watching, shout out to the 10 viewers on Facebook, 2 viewers on Twitch, 1 viewer on YouTube, 1 viewer on Trovo. Guys, thank you so much for watching us, and looking forward to the next one, guys. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you guys. See
Thank you
you.
guys. Good night.
Good day. Have a good day.